And alright side, and that is why I actually have to fly to Alabama to beat up Billy.
Are you breaking his legs too?
I
Oh,
don't know.
oh we're live, we're
Hey,
live, we're live.
how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Great Tuesday Rumble.
The fourth one.
Yeah, number 4. The good times to be had. I believe we actually still have some signups happening. So we'll see what's gonna happen. I think Billy just signed up. We have Void, we have Helio, KZN, DDR Dan. A pretty solid, 5 players right there. And you still have other people like Ferret and I was Helio again, but I guess Helio again. Tony. And see, we have a bunch more newcomers again this time too. Like, we have what's it? I don't know how to pronounce it. Inababun?
Where are you looking at?
I'm
Oh
looking
yeah,
at
in Inaba.
Inaba. Ah, beautiful. I don't know. I'm very surprised by the rotation of players for GTR, and impressed. Sometimes you get like the regulars, but I feel like every week we've had like a new rotation of a couple of players.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, we had Bronto, Kirby, and Megapig this week too. We haven't seen those two in forever.
Shoutouts to those guys, California crew.
Yeah, but I'm still the best California player. Never forget.
Of course you are. At least until Slayers comes back. But yeah, definitely a nice lineup we got today. What, 21 people think of total?
Yeah, which is
Yes.
22 now. Someone just signed up too.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta refresh. It says registration still open, which means maybe some more potential signups, but pretty good. 20 people each time for like the last 4. Is like I say that's pretty thumbs up. It's pretty
Absolutely.
lit. We call that cash money. You gotta get that bread. You know what I'm saying, Zyflair?
Yes, yes. You got as all
Right.
gamers should.
Hell yeah, gamers. Oh yeah, we have Jam in the bracket too. I forgot about Junior Jam. That's my
Top
boy
8
right
Frosty
there.
Faustines. That guy right there.
Top 8 in PPT swap. He got, what is it? Did he top 8?
He top 8.
Yeah, he got top 8 Pokken. And then he won a Blaze Blue bracket. What a champ.
Jack of all trades. And now he's here at Great Tuesday Rumble.
True. Oh, it looks like they're checking in still. So it
Okay.
seems like bracket's gonna change. So we're gonna chill out for a bit. We can talk about some other stuff.
All right, what do you want to talk about?
How you just trash talked me in my chat. Just trash talked me and said I only practice to be mid-tier players.
Well,
you little punks.
I mean, you told me that you wanted to beat up mid-tier players, and then just like, okay, well, I guess that's your only goal now.
Oh, that's you are. You son of a bitch. All right, don't worry. When Puyo at Collision happens this weekend, I go on a tear. I'm gonna make you eat those words. Oh, there's Helio right there. So Helio checked in, but yeah, Puyo Collision happening already started today. We saw the doubles bracket earlier, where our good old friends Rento, aka Billy Anime, and their Tetris partner JB went on a super sick losers run, where they lost round 1 and had to work all the way back to grand finals.
Oh lord.
To the same team that they lost round 1 already waiting there, and then they double eliminated them.
That's amazing.
It was super sick.
I actually wish mixed doubles will make it offline appearance because I love that format. It's just terrible to play online compared to offline.
Swap has the same issue, right?
Yeah, it's the same issue, yeah.
But like, it's good. It was good to see it again. I was happy. Like, it was great. I believe that they're also still doing Tetris Effect connected signups as well.
Ooh, okay.
So that's pretty sick. And they're doing like Clash and Zone Battle. I think they have like 28 for Zone right now, which is pretty sick. I believe that is happening tomorrow at like 8 a.m. PT, which I think is like, that's 11 a.m. ET, right? Like for East Coast? I think it's like 11. That's close enough.
You could run the calculations. I am too tired to figure this out.
Yeah, and I think it's like Fever Mode's also tomorrow, which has about 8 people, and that's around 11 a.m. for us. I know that much for 11 a.m. Pacific. And I'm just like, yeah, those are 2 pretty cool ones to have, especially throughout the week. And I think Puyo 2 is on Saturday because it's like an entire week event. It's pretty hype. I'm excited.
Nice.
Good
Where
check.
should people go to sign up?
it should go to, I think it's challenge.com/events/collision 2022. Go check it on the Puyo GB or Twitter, because I know they have it pinned on their thing. As well as you have to like join their Discord, so you know you get the tournament chat, and that's pretty pong.
Nice.
Oh my god, I cannot do time zone conversions, but I know they have been streaming like every bracket, and I think there's also streaming Dr. Mario 2-player versus as well later this week. I'm trying to think, like, because today's the 8th, right? So
Yes.
I think their next stream is tomorrow, because I think that is... Oh no, it's not. Or yeah, it is. It's Fever's tomorrow. We went over that. Okay. And then it's like the 10th is like Endless. I think the Royale's coming up too. But good times, good times.
Very cool, very cool. So yeah, please check out Puyo GP, and then just follow all week. Like, they are constantly going to be streaming, right?
Yeah.
All the way to the 13th. Jeez, that's a marathon.
You guys should watch Sue for collisions, because you got Billy Anime in there. Hiku's in there. We haven't seen Hiku in forever, because just, you know, school and he being in France, hard against the certain time or tournaments with like time zone differences on top of school. Helio's over there, or Helio.
Helio.
And, is it Helio or Helio? People keep telling me different.
The H is silent, right?
Helio, yeah.
Yeah.
What you just said the other way.
No. Okay.
What the heck? Are you... Sorry, stop this. Why are you
All
doing
right.
this to me?
Sorry.
Why are you doing this, Billy? You're Billy 2 now.
All right. I'm Billy too. Hi, everyone.
Yeah. There's also... I don't know who the first seed is for the Puyo Collision. It's someone named James Porter. I have no clue who that is. My guess is like that's WizKid. He's like current... I think he's like #1 GB right now.
Or it just could be that the bracket hasn't been seeded yet, right?
It was partially seeded earlier. So like, because like Hiku and Helio got seeded. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. We got there. Are partially seeded. Because I know me and Billy just signed up today, so they haven't reseeded. So I'm curious on who that is, because I know like we don't get a lot of crossover with the EU squad. I think it's usually always been Senpai, Hiku, Doremi. Or like usually the big three that come to my mind when I think of EU players.
Right.
I forget, is Helio France?
I cannot answer that question. I have no idea.
I want to say he's Latam, because I know like Void is Brazil. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to ask next time. Someone will probably know.
I'm being informed it's Brazil for Helio.
Alright, sick.
Which is not EU, unfortunately.
True. That's a band joke, but I was like, no. Alright, let's see. Stream queue looks like it's gonna be Yan, and just Oscar. I think Neon is the one who does the Puyo Museum stuff, if I'm remembering correctly.
They do a lot of lore translations from, God, what was it? Was it Sun?
I think it was Sun and Chronicles.
Yeah. When I say translations, I mean a lot of translations.
Oh yeah, I know they did the comics too.
Oh so God.
I think like they're all on like the Puyo Museum Twitter, and I think whatever website they were using.
How do you have so much like I can only imagine how much time and effort it takes to just go through all of that content.
I call that a passion project.
Correct. I mean, true. But even like personally for me, like I've done wiki projects and documentation before, and like even the stuff that I consider easy still takes a lot of time. The comics was Ingu? Okay, nice.
Okay. Yeah,
but still, like, really big passion projects, and it's like it just takes a lot for sure.
Oh yeah. But I think they're our first pair up on stream, which is exciting. Oh, Jam has to play Phenotype. Goodbye, Jam. I'll
Don't be like that. Don't bring it up. Gonna spook the crap out of him.
Jam's got the losers run.
I believe.
I love you, Jam.
All right, so here we go. First round, Nenilein versus just Oscar.
I don't know if that is their character or if that is like one from like Chronicles, but I like the character design.
Mm-hmm. It's my birthday today. Happy birthday!
Oh shit! Happy birthday, Poggers. That's a pod champ for you.
May you get all the air conditionings for your presents.
True. All right, just Oscar got the classic sig pick. Oh, Colorado. Oh, nice. I like Colorado.
Colorado, nice.
I want to go to Colorado.
That's you. You drew yourself. Nice.
Oh,
very
nice.
good picture.
Very good. Actually, do you want to know one reason why I always wanted to go to Colorado?
Go for it.
It's because of the Digimon movie. Because when I watched that movie, they're like on a road trip, right? To like find this corrupted Digimon to stop them from like destroying the world or whatever. And I think they're on like a vacation, so they have to go from somewhere in the U.S. all the way to Colorado. And they animated like part of Colorado. I was like, wow, Colorado looks pretty cool. So I just wanted to go to Colorado. It's like an American weeb. I was like, oh my god.
I mean, to credit where it's due, Colorado is actually very beautiful.
True.
They also have like the most unpredictable weather. So if you want stable climate, like say Northern California, Colorado might be a bit rough.
I've already suffered.
Fair enough. You lived in Arizona before too, right? So.
Yeah. I've also lived in Massachusetts and in Georgia. I've experienced as much weather hell as the next person. Let's see his character swap pick. Is that Tetris? Oops, wait, okay, they got it.
Hold on, okay, we got that.
I've done that too. I've done that so many times too, where like, you just auto-pick like your main mode.
You're just mashing.
Like, sir, this is a Puyo bar, you're gonna have to swap.
We don't rumble with Tetris this year.
No, he's not today.
Not today, at least. Alright.
Alright, here we go. Is that stairs or sandwich?
Looks like 2-2 stairs. Okay, no, it's just one chain. I got fooled.
Okay, it looks like they're trying to transition to stairs. I respect this.
Yes. Meanwhile, Neni is doing the GTR from the looks of it.
Yes, they need to use that. Oh, put them right there and you have a perfect extend. No, I like that. Oh, they have such a good potential extend because if they put it all flat, right, it's like blue, red, green.
Oh, yeah.
Easy 3. But they're gonna go attack right away.
Yeah, burn that 4, and Oscar doesn't have his stairs ready.
Yeah, but that's gonna neutralize, right? Because it's still a 3.
Yeah, with the power 2 for sure.
Another 3 chain though. Good news for Oscar is like they have like the pillar.
Oh boy.
So they're not gonna be buried out of their Puyos entirely, but they gotta find some bigger chains.
Absolutely. I think it's a pretty big challenge to figure out how to deal with the garbage around, especially when garbage pops like can throw your actual like chains off guard and we're not used to it as well.
Oh. Okay, they had to actually get rid of that, but man,
yeah.
it is hard, but thankfully they are building vertical, which makes the job a little bit easier, but they're gonna die right here.
They're pretty vertical, but they're also building in column 3, which means, you die more easily too with the trash.
They kind of messed up with the double blue. They only needed to put a yellow there instead of like 2 blues, and they would have been able to activate their chain completely.
Right.
But I feel like that's kind of like the pressure coming in.
Oh yeah, I agree. Cleaner stairs build from Oscar though.
Yeah, they're getting it down this time. Kind of interesting use of the blues though, because they could have just completed the chain.
Oh, this is beautiful. He's going in. He's got the first layer in. He's coming in.
Oh, there's no reds?
Yeah, the reds don't cut.
I mean, they do cut.
Right, yes. My bad.
You're good. You're good. That's a rock and I think I should skill them straight up.
Yeah.
Like, there's not gonna be enough space unless you get like a really good Q. Oh, it is gonna just axe them because they can't get to that now. Oh wait, maybe the greens?
But they can't get the blues. The blues are falling down anyway.
Yeah. Exactly. No purple to clear out for the blue.
So I won.
Alright, good 1-1 so far. First to 5. So we're evened up into like a first to 4 territory. So I think stairs are really scary if you're on the newer end of Puyo, because they're so hard to cover. Stairs are not an easy thing to combat when you're a new player.
Oh, you mean fighting stairs?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So they're scary when you're new. Because, you're just getting covered usually. And it's like hard to cover too. So you can just build like one side really high, and usually most players aren't going to send like a rock on a or harassment.
Right.
Power 4.
Ooh, that cut everywhere.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yep.
What can you do? They were fishing to like get more purples because it looked like they weren't quite sure how to extend on their trigger.
I think the purples were fine. You even see the purples left in column 1 and column 2, so they had that.
He's looking to extend with purples because it's chain pop from column 6, but he didn't want to put anything there because he wasn't trying to extend it. So it forced him to put into like 1 through 5, and he got forced to put stuff by column 1, which kind of messed with his tail a little bit, and then he couldn't find room for his trigger.
Right. Okay. Would you say, if you were in Oscar's seat, just try to complete the game as fast as possible?
Yeah, because it seems like they're only trying to fight with 5s.
Yes. Oh, they pop the reds. It's not good.
Yeah, now Oscar definitely seems super new, so I think your best advantage is really to either A, just rush out the 5, or try to just build stairs on top of each other. Just keep building pillars.
I wouldn't even say
towers.
I wouldn't say rush out 5. I think rushing out 4 is a sufficient risk to take because even if Nenichi can build a 5, they seem to take quite a bit of time to do so, even with the GTR.
Yeah, but I definitely want to match 5 for 5. Because even if she goes first, you can power a lot easier with stairs if you just throw stuff this side. So far, this is looking a little bit better though. See, they're not quite sure where they want to put stuff. Can I see what I was saying earlier? So they're putting a lot of stuff here, and of course to clear out the greens, because they're not quite sure where they want to put it.
Yeah.
It's the purples they need.
It's the other thing that with like stairs is like when the new player is working on stairs, like it's great when you have the colors you need, but when you don't, it's getting very difficult for them to figure out how to address with it.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yes.
It's like I think the other thing that's helping out Nian a lot is that they're very good at visualizing how their chain works.
Oh yeah.
One of the things I'm noticing with Oscar is that he'll have the yellow that he needs for his column 1, but he puts it in column 1 and not in column 2, and I think that's because he can't visualize what he's supposed to be doing yet. Like he's on that new part of Puyo, which is very difficult, like, mind you. I mean, because you have to like see how it pops in your head. If you don't really understand, it's gonna be hard to pop it in your head. So there you go. Look at that, almost full.
Yes, he does.
No.
Yeah, he could have, but I just think he doesn't understand it yet.
Okay,
That's got power too. He's got power. That's not even a power. It's just literally just a little bit extra power.
You're gonna think that a poke though. Oh, but it's a commit. That's gonna be rough.
Boom. There's the 5.
Oh boy.
And there's the game.
Yeah, good attempt though from Oscar. Yen definitely a tough opponent, especially if you have trouble on that second layer. Second layer is probably, I would say, the hardest part of transitioning as a player. It's the harder skill because it's so easy to cut and not always easy to extend on.
Yeah, it's pretty much the first barrier when it comes to actually learning how to build chains for sure.
But good stuff in the end. Very strong showing. Got 5 and 6 chains from the end this time too. So I felt like their builds were cleaner than last GTR. So good stuff.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't get the chance to see them play last GTR, so it's good to see that they're continuing to improve.
I agree. And while we're at that, I'm gonna do a quick bracket update.
All right.
So we got Mega Pig beating Lulu, and Phenotype 5-0ing Jam. Rest in peace, Jam. No. And then we have Bronto Kirby 5-1ing Gooses, and Koopary 5-1, or Koopary? I have no clue how you pronounce that. 5-1 and Ferret. So you're pretty solid showing. Koopary? Okay, that's why Koopary. That's what I felt like too. Thank you, Zyflair.
You're welcome.
Alright, so let's see who we have on queue. I'm not sure actually.
We don't know yet.
So a match is queued, but it's queued for losers round 1, and it looks like winners is not done yet.
I see. Okay.
So I think we're just jamming out right now. So let's talk about video games.
I want to Oh my goodness.
And triangle but triangle. I also said triangle tactics. That's all.
Yeah.
Tactics of triangle strategy. That's my life right now.
Oh my god, triangle strategy is 100% my life to the point where I have been barely playing Puyo.
I've been practicing Puyo in my own time. I just haven't been like playing on stream. Triangle strategy quite literally is just Final Fantasy Tactics, but like for this generation, that's what it feels like right now.
I think it's very well written too, right? Like it has the same tactics feel, but like the dialogue has also been updated to actually be more like descriptive, as you would imagine.
Yeah, like I think I kind of like it how adult the story is too. Like how like Tactics was, because everyone like references that really I'm gonna say like kind of like famous within the video game community scene, where you're chasing down like the brigands, and I think it's like the the famous line everyone references, like if the penalty for a crime is a fine, then the law only serves to like oppress the poor.
Right, exactly.
And I was like, that's the kind of vibes the triangle strategy is giving me. It is fun, but I'm also like, wow, I am really depressed right now because the story is so good and making me feel for these characters.
Yeah, and it's also all the same. Just like you can even see how people act, whereas like they're doing obviously really horrid and cruel things, but they're clearly acting like in a way that you would expect them to because of how things are to begin with.
Yeah, it's so good. Like some other choice surprised me too. Like how you tell some people like, do you just want to go home? You just be like, go home. You want to go home?
You'll be sick. Get out of my party.
I was like, damn, what the hell is happening? Good game, so if you haven't played it, you should. Oh my god.
Yeah, please play Octopath Strategy is a very good game.
It does look really good. Actually, Octopath is like bringing over their second game on iOS.
What second game?
It's like they're like Champions of the Continent. Is with the translation name.
Okay, is that
It's Octopath 2.
Okay,
it's the one that they released on phone. It's like the 8-player. Like everyone was mad because it's like a mobile game.
Right. I mean, it's also a mobile game, so
yeah,
that's how it is sometimes.
Yeah, so I was like, I expect it to be ruined on Octopath, which is a shame. Because Octopath was good. It just didn't have any plot like tied together. Like it had plot, but it was it was kind of like Dark Souls hidden.
Yeah, it had so much. It had so much potential, and then like they did like almost nothing with it.
Yeah, because like you had to like read it. Like you had to go find every document and read every document like you would in like a Souls game.
Yeah.
Which is like not many players are gonna do that.
Yeah, you do get to piece stuff. Then they kind of try with the conversations from time to time, but it's just like I expected better. I like given the standard I put Square Enix is like you definitely could have done better.
Oh yeah. I think Triangle Strategy has been an improvement on that formula though. So like thumbs up, like
thumbs
good
up.
recovery, good recovery. All right, let's do another.
Just fix the naming schemes, please, for the love of God.
True. All right, here we go though. Quick, some more bracket updates. Why not? So Vivian, 5-2 against Banu.
That's waifu in part Paper Mario. Thank you.
True. And let's see, we got Kai beating Mitsu, Mitsu beating Kai 5-4. So I know I've read that backwards. So good stuff there. And then Meep Sheep with a 5-2 over Tony. Good stuff.
Oh boy.
Meep Sheep's pretty good. Meep Sheep's a lot better than I expected when I first played them because I wasn't sure. Because they were also like they're also like kind of like that type of the typical player you see, like they're not too confident in themselves, but like they're playing pretty good. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And it kind of baits you sometimes, when someone's like, I'm not that good, and then you play them, and you're like, why would you lie to me?
I mean, yeah, they got what? They got 5th on last GTR, so it's like, if you get 5th at GTR, you have to be pretty good, to say the least.
Yeah, because you have like the usual, top 4 suspects to be like right outside. That's pretty solid.
So yeah, it's just getting 5th is like an accomplishment in and of itself.
True. All right, and then Billy unfortunately had to put down Bronto Kirby.
Oh,
Billy, why? My California, no.
Well, I mean, this is why you're going to Alabama after all.
True, to fight Billy. To the death, that's right. It's a cage match, baby. You know how like CEO has the ring? They all sit in when they play PPT.
Oh, yeah, the boxing ring or wrestling ring, whichever it is.
Me and Billy are gonna fight in that cage, that's right.
Oh boy.
Oh,
all right, here we are.
I did not realize Ferret was in Las Vegas. That's pretty pog.
I didn't know that it lived there too. Huh. I am a
So-
ferret. There you go.
Maybe we'll see that Vortex Gallery if it ever happens again in, Vegas. Ooh.
Mhm.
Well, what's up, Ferret? Welcome to the stream, because you're gonna be fighting Kai 5126, the power level on display from Canada. And they like playing Puyo.
Have you seen Kai play before? I don't think I recognize his name.
I have not.
Okay.
So this makes it fun, because I know Ferret plays quite a good bit. Ferret has been playing in the Hisha League. I believe they are currently in Pool C2.
Okay.
Which is, for reference, the pools are C1, which is the beginner. We have C2, or sorry, C2 is beginner. C1 is like the step up. You have B2, B1, and then A1. And A1 being like pro.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I've definitely played Ferret a couple of times. The Ferret's aggression is pretty on point. Like it definitely like he loves to actually hit you with a chain early in advance, and if you get caught unaware, then basically it's game over. There's no way around it. You just have to deal with the aggression. The only thing I would say possibly is that they do a lot of commitment when it comes to harassment, to the point where they sometimes just rush outright too.
I actually think that's Ferret's biggest weakness, as well as their strength, is that once they commit, they just commit to anything, but they don't, like, sometimes they have trouble adapting their game plan, is how I will put it. Because they can build big, but they can't build big and attack usually. And I feel like they're kind of in that learning phase.
It's a lot to handle, but yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like that is like, once you kind of learn how to make a chain, like, I'll say like, in this case, to a 10 chain, your next big thing is like learning how to attack. And most people learn how to attack, but like not, like they don't do it on their chain. They usually like do it in forms of rushes. And it's like combining the two that becomes like really difficult, because you have to like do it without breaking the chain.
Yeah, having to maintain two chains is much more difficult than maintaining one for sure. But here we are. Let's get started. Ferret is foot on the gas right now, and Kai's is building GTR a little more slowly.
Yeah.
That's not even GTR. Oh no.
Well, it is GTR. They just accidentally put yellows there.
Good old ETR.
They'll fix it, I'm sure. See, there you go. Good napalm, though. Actually gonna force Ferret to defend.
Yes.
Ferret's got another 2 right away. Very nice.
Nice harass indeed.
Oh! Pop the purples. Actually, this is fine. Wait,
yes.
I would do that. That's an interesting choice, because it's only a 2. And they could have actually used those greens, the green-yellow, to extend and fix the purples.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was fine, but then I remember that he did spend the purples, so that's a whoops.
Yellow itself wasn't that bad, because like the purples are on layer 2, so they could just put another 2 there. But it got rid of their potential to extend, which was like the big issue.
Right.
And then they popped, which meant like they had no resource to defend themselves. They still had to dig. If they do that extension first, then they actually have resources.
Long wide joint from Ferret. Very nice. I love wide joints, and then this is a very nice way to build the tail off too.
Damn, this is looking really strong.
Good harass. Yep.
Oh, this is still potentially fine.
Yeah.
It's good clear. It's gonna force a 2 attack. Or I should use the yellows to extend.
I agree. I think the only concern I have is that the counter harass. Normally, you want to counter harass with something stronger than just a plain old 2, but this works out in this case.
Oh no, fair. Oh, that was like very close. Unfortunate situation for her. I think they have potential. I think they were trying to fight their way down, but it couldn't just find its way down. Ouch.
It's very difficult too, because it's a very common thing where you actually like manage to harass your opponent and then you get poked back. It's such a frustrating feeling sometimes too.
Yeah, I think the hard part there, this is really efficient build from Ferret, but they run out with 6 on their GTR if they're not careful.
Nice, that was good.
I lost my chance because like, damn, this is a clean build, but
the reds are a little awkward, but yeah.
Okay, I never know what I'm gonna say now, because if Ferret's chain is definitely gonna trade back and just win this round. This done though. But okay, so here's what I was gonna say. Like most players don't realize, like when you are sending a attack, you need to have an immediate response ready as well in case they retaliate.
Yes.
Some players kind of just always attack, but when you notice high level players, they already have a preset up on top of the attack sometimes, or like they have a really quick way to extend.
Yeah, exactly.
I think some players fail to notice that.
Or like at the highest level, you could just have just basically have only your main chain, but be ready to deconstruct your main chain at a moment's notice too.
Oh no, Ferret, what are you doing? This is actually really hard to Ferret now, because those blues are gonna cut, and because of how they're cutting, I think it's gonna stop those purples.
They're using it now. They're spending it up, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And I don't think Kai's ready. Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, I feel like Kai knows what to do. They are just like a little slower. They don't have like the muscle memory for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the forms are like not bad, right? Like they look pretty
Oh,
good.
I agree. Especially the round Kai took, it was a very clean 7 chain back then.
Yeah. It's just you kind of see it there, right? They're waiting to like move and then they rotate. Wait, rotate. Which is, I think is okay, because it lets you, you know, think about you don't mess with your chain as much, but also puts you really far behind. That means you have to attack better than your opponent.
Yes.
There needs to be a trade-off.
There's this thing where I've noticed that a lot of players. So when you talk about how like to get fast in Tetris, you have to be looking at the cube the moment you're placing your piece at the same time. I feel like people don't do that for Puyo for some reason. It's like you already know where your piece should be going, so you should not be looking at that anymore. You should be looking at what your next pieces are.
I bet, yeah, I think it's usually the fear. Right, it's very scary. Sometimes you don't want to actually mess it up. But Dave, this is a fat 11.
What a chain! Yo, let's go, Ferret.
Yeah, you kind of see the weakness of taking your time now, right? Ferret just got to do whatever they wanted. So even though Kai had a really nice, you know, 6, Ferret was just speeding through that round.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you would agree with this, but like, if your opponent's just much faster, you just have to take risks. Like, you have to force them to engage or just try to catch them off guard. Anything except trying to go for a main chain battle, right? Because you're definitely almost 99% of the time going to lose that fight.
Yeah, I pretty much agree. I think you just have to just risk it for the biscuit.
All right, chain 4 harass, dude. Yeah, like there's nothing.
That was some good awareness from Ferret to realize the DTR wasn't even finished on the for Kai, so taking full advantage of that. Ferret looking good. Good thing
extremely solid.
Actually work.
Yeah, it's just extremely solid gameplay from Ferret.
That was a tough matchup for Kai.
Yep.
It's hard though sometimes, right? I feel like speed difference is such a huge thing in puzzle games.
Mm-hmm.
Because right, it's all about, you know, solving the puzzle. And if someone solves the puzzle faster than you, well then you're always going to be behind.
Yeah.
So
I always feel like that when my opponent gets all clear and I don't, because I feel like a fool every time afterwards.
I mean, we live in a meta now where getting the all clear at higher levels does no longer matter, because it's all about like using that time where they're popping to just build your own chain.
Fair enough.
Usually, it depends on like the situation, but most often you can usually do it.
Mm-hmm.
But man, but that was a good set. I think we'll see Kai again. You know, a little bit more official challenge in there, and I feel like Kai will be pretty good. I really do think it was only the speed.
Yeah, it was just purely the speed. Like they had the speed, they had clean builds for sure. They also know how to dig out. So I think if anything, like maybe a little more aggressive digging out, make sure at least it's a Hellfire or a 3 chain. But you know, baby steps, like room for improvement. Either way, GG's.
What the fuck's that here?
What? What did I say?
Cringe.
What did I do?
You're cringe.
All right then.
I'm just gonna let you know now that you're cringe, but that's okay. You know what's not cringe?
What's not cringe?
Whatever next match is coming up. I'm not sure which one actually, because we have a couple of winners matches that I'm not sure are being played. I think it's like we have DDR Dan versus Mega Pig.
Yep.
Void versus Michu just finished. Void 5-1-ing. We have Helio versus KZN.
Oh, that's a matchup.
We have Billy the Kid versus Koopary. And I don't know if those are. I assume they all are playing because we were doing the other match. So we could also watch some losers. You know, you got Vivian versus Jam. Tony just beat Oscar. Goose is taking down Lulu. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff to potential to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I was waiting for Phenotype versus Banu. Yep. It seems that we are going to have Void up next. Waiting on the winner of Billy, Anime Kid, and Koopary.
Alright, so I'd say that means everyone else is in the match, which makes sense, right? Because, you know, they were already streaming a match, everyone's probably, you know, fine, throwing hands. I'm very interested to see who comes out of Helio versus KZN. No, remember last time they really played.
Mm-hmm.
They don't play too often because KZN hasn't been around in a while. Helio's been playing more recently, so good stuff. Because I don't think they played last GTR.
They did play last GTR. I swear they did.
Okay, let me double check then, because I'm gonna grab. I think that would be the only time they play like recency. Oh yeah, they did. Actually, played on winter side too. I think they literally just played.
Yeah.
3 at Helio. There we go.
So this is actually a run back from the previous event.
So I kind of like my brand like splits into 2 halves. We have what's it called? We have like the major events and then like locals. I typically always default to major events because usually locals are always been practice fields for most players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like GTR kind of takes in the form of local to me.
I see. Okay, so we do have our match coming up, I believe. It will be Void versus Koopary.
Nice. Good. Wow. Koopary beat Billy.
5-3 indeed.
Nice. Good stuff. I know Koopary's good. I just haven't seen them play in a while.
And we will find out just how good they are when they come back.
Fair. But unfortunate for Billy, going down to losers after their sick doubles win. Oh, they're on the bottom side losers with Phenotype, Mitsu, Meep Sheep, and Mian.
Very, very rough bottom half bracket, or losers bracket now at that point, so.
That's really rough for Meep Sheep, actually.
Oh, man.
Because I think if they both make it, they'll be in the top 8. And not to fight each other round 1 top 8, if they both make it, that is.
That's right. If both of them, they will meet up at losers 8s. So it will be a very tough fight over there. But also, like, you know, GTR being what it is, even though you said you consider more on the local side, there are still extremely strong players.
Well, that doesn't mean they're not strong players. It just means
I'm just saying, yeah.
What are you talking about? Why do you do this to me? Why do you put words in my mouth?
You just said that you consider more of as a local. Yeah.
You know what top players do at locals? They practice.
Exactly.
And you're like, even though it's a local, they're still top players here. What the heck does that mean?
All right.
Other than, I don't think they're good. I mean, maybe if I was in the bracket, I would say it. I won't deny you that. But that's because you have to have the bracket mentality of being able to beat everyone. Even if you think you're going to lose.
Okay.
But
duly noted. Mark it down on my notes right now.
Thinks that you're dumb.
All right.
Alright, Koopary already got the good character choice, but so does Void. Ocean Prince and Paprisu.
Oh god, 2 of the best characters.
Oh my gosh. I think I can't read either of the facts. So
I can't really read it either, unfortunately.
To the event lobby. Alright, let's see if I can find them there. They're somewhere. Play Bug Fables. Oh, it's...
Yo!
Oh my god, Bug Fables!
Bug Fables is lit, it is Pog, it is the best game ever, please play Bug Fables.
And Void says he wants coffee, basically. Understandable. But yeah, Bug Fables has been like, that game everyone's been telling me to play, and I just have not played it.
Yes, and I will continue to say it. Please play Bug Fables. It is worth it.
You can be an insect and do bug things like be a bug. Or sting people. Oh my god.
I mean, you get a boomerang, is that good enough for you?
Boomerangs might as well be bugs because they're annoying.
Also in the start of the game, this is not spoilers because this is the start of the game, you get ice magic. So one more reason to play Bug Fables.
They didn't advertise that. Wow. Cringe. Literally cringe right now, Zyflair.
literally the first thing you see in the first half hour of the game.
Yeah, spoilers. Can't believe it. Now they know. They'll never get that back. You told
They'll never get that back. The fact that Ice Magic's involved in the game of bugs.
Of self-discovery, you've taken that away from them.
All right.
How's it feel? Ruiner. You're like the people who backseat you in Elden Ring. Where's the bill?
How dare you compare me to those people?
Have you fought
How
this
dare you
yet,
compare me to people who backseat Elden Ring streams?
Kramer?
I'm
sorry.
Is this payback for whatever I did about the local bracket commentary? Well,
yeah, it is payback.
All right, well, heck you
putting
too.
words in my mouth. That's right. In the words of Koopary, the only thing that goes in my mouth are 16-inch hot dogs.
I am canceling you right now.
Why? I'm just referencing the show match night. That's all.
When did I say that?
It was even oh my god.
They can hear me. When did I say that?
During show match, it was versus, was that Void? Oh god, because someone messaged me about it. It's something about like hot dogs, and because we made I made the mouthful joke, or the mouthful mode joke. Oh yeah, she's done now. God, yeah, there is.
I said
I mean,
that?
hot dogs are involved, so I will just believe it because it's Koopary.
Oh my god.
That's right. If it's food, it's probably mentioned by Koopary at some point.
Oh my god, I'm going back to my.
We need to get this back. We need the deets. Someone bring up Puzzle Kingdom right now. While this match is happening, I can't remember which match it was though. Oh maybe you called we did COP finals. That's right. So it was Dan and Void. I just don't remember which set it was because there were 3 of them.
It's only first attempts for all 3. You could probably just scroll through all of it.
Yeah, but there was a pretty long set still, right?
Yeah, it was pretty long sets. Yeah.
Like 2.5 hours for 3 sets, I think. Koopary versus Void. Very excited. Who are we picking, Void?
Leave it to me.
Any predictions?
I'm gonna bet on Void because he's my homie.
For sure.
So Void 5-0.
5-0. Well, that's strong.
That's right. I always bet on the homie. I've already bet my house on Void and lost it.
All right.
These 15k points.
Well, I'm gonna say 5-3 in Koopary's favor just to be contrarian.
Fair, but look at this build form. Okay, I'm already hyped. I have not seen them play, so this is already pretty sick. Like, this is a cool form.
Oh god, it's gonna be a submarine blue. Did we get blue on the column 6? Is he putting one there? No, it's gonna get died instead.
I was so distracted by like Koopary's build and like watching how they, build. And it was so sick because we don't see those kind of unique forms usually in the Western scene.
And they work too.
Oh yeah, and then Void just hellfired. I was like, okay then.
Yeah, to be fair, Koopary's chain wasn't ready at all. Like, their transition was still missing the blue piece for the submarine, so they could have neutralized, but they still weren't ready either way.
I feel like they were just very focused on extending. Oh, good 3 attack though.
Void is, yeah, he was ready.
It's not full chain though. It's only going to be a 5 attack. It's not enough time.
But again, yeah.
Man, the green was coming, but it was just a little far away.
Yeah, it's very possible Void might decide this entire set just straight through awareness.
Yeah, that's what it seems like is happening right now, because Void has just been very flexible, for lack of a better term. While I feel like Koopary's been very good at being efficient, and even tried to attack, but Void is kind of player where you have to attack him with something large, rather than small. See, look at that.
Right.
Small 2 matches with like a big 3. Forcing a Tail of Destruction, actually, out of Koopary.
Everything's buried. Well, I mean, I was about to say he could use the greens in column 3, but that even column 2 also got buried too, so he's got nothing.
Yeah, that's rough. I feel like, because we haven't seen them in a while, I assume they were on a break, but this is probably the worst time to take a Puyo break, because Void, Yoshi, and everyone's been grinding so hard in the Hisha League, that everyone's been picking up new strats and like stronger attacks. That it's gonna make it a lot harder to do these fights.
Yeah, and it's as you said before, is like they're able to just build to the point where when they harass you immediately have a follow up like immediately after too. So it's constant pressure.
And this kind of constant pressure is really dangerous. Like,
Absolutely.
look at that. Look how easily Void was able to go around that attack.
Okay.
Another four.
That's a full? I didn't see that.
Oh my god, that was so sick. Yeah, I thought it was a 4 chain too, but no, it's gonna be a big 9.
What? That was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was intentional harass, but that transition over to the left side was crazy.
It is rough. I feel like Koopary's big strength seems to be like they're efficient, but Void's just as efficient, and Void has just like the harassments down. Nothing to say. Well, this could be a potential big 3, but I don't know if you want to commit all that resource for it.
No, I wouldn't, especially against Void. Yeah, I mean, even when Koopary was the first person to strike, like, Void has the awareness. He just... Okay, but Koopary's responding this time, so... But he's just so far behind in resources.
Oh, there we go. On the board. That's what you need. Oh my god. See, you gotta fight Void with the big attacks too. You cannot do small pokes. But recognizing that now, but you only get one more chance. Void's already on match point.
Yeah, it's really rough too, though, because like in that situation, if Void did find a way to trigger, like he had so much built up already that Koopary would have to be extremely efficient to make it out.
Well, that's kind of like what you're doing, right? You know he has built up something built up, so you just have to attack and defend yourself.
Yep.
Oh,
Alright, it's a Hellfire.
But Void wasn't even forced to use his main chain.
Yep.
It still isn't forced. Look at that. Void's gonna be able to dig down for the 3 attack, and then those reds can go right back onto the tail and be used for the transition. Oh my god.
He's forcing Koopary to burn all his resources, but to what end? Void still has trigger. If he's gets red, that's not an issue. Oh no, he's fine. He's fine.
No, he had to start the red yells anyway to the I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, he's gonna cut his red tail though.
That's weird.
It's actually good for Koopary. I think they might have it.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I. Oh my god. Oh, that was beautiful. That tail was gorgeous. I didn't see the drop down from above.
Void actually just lost that because he cut his reds. Because he had 2 more links and only sent like 3 rocks.
Yes.
So 2 more links from Void actually would have won him that round. So unfortunate error, but good punish from Koopary.
He didn't have that much space, but I felt like he could have just like cleaned up a little bit too. But he just went for full trigger.
I don't think he thought his reds was gonna cut.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, he had such a high resource advantage before that.
Yeah, and then he just had us. What was it? Just like a what 9 chain? Yeah.
Good. You're gonna keep post. You're gonna be able to use the boost to defend.
He's forced to burn another chain.
Look at this. Koopary's forced into a 3 in the red.
Oh man.
I think this is really
Koopary has no resources.
Void.
Yeah, Void knows. Koopary had no resources left.
There's no way to defend.
That's not enough. Yeah. He folds.
No other choice. Like after you got covered and all those extra Puyos got punted to trash, there's no way to put up a Puyo onto the board. Really good stuff from Void though. Man, Void just came out swinging.
Yeah. Good effort from Koopary though. Like especially the efficient builds were nice, but unfortunately Void's awareness was just way too strong.
You really can. I feel like you can only do efficient builds, like get away up until like mid tier, and that's when like mid high and high flow players are gonna start attacking you. So you have to be willing to fight.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I feel like if you're just an efficient builder, you can still beat out a lot of the tier players just from consistency with chaining, like period. But if you just rely on that all the way to pretty much like the top players, you will have an extremely hard time getting anywhere at all.
See, but that's my confusing point, though. I was gonna about to say, blah blah blah, is that he beat Rinto. Rinto's very aggressive and willing to harass. Because like, what happened in between these 2 sets? Because I put Rinto on kind of like the same coin as Void, where they're very aggressive players and they're going to attack you.
Well,
the big difference between like Rinto and Void mainly is that Billy looked all clear fishes and does these like kind of efficient 3-1s on those all clear fishes. So unless he did that like 5 rounds in a row, there is something strange in between those 2 sets that happen, and that like something could have been translated differently. I wasn't gonna watch that set.
Okay, if you want to run the speculation game, I would probably say Koopary was more patient and just wait for Rinto to hit first, and then just rely on chain efficiency to just go full main. Whereas if you did that with Void, Void's harassment is so clean he'll just build a bigger main. But in this case, Koopary just wasn't ready for a lot of the harassments at all.
That's fair. I do think Billy's weaknesses is one of his weaknesses as a player, but we have seen like VOD reviews is that he definitely cuts up a lot of his chains, and that's the point where like he's kind of forced to freestyle into like these really like sometimes they're like 10 chains, but not the most efficient kind of 10 chains. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot. It's got a lot of power in it, right? But it's like
Yeah.
that spends up a lot more space of your board than where you have less flexible harassments going on. Like obviously you could always deconstruct, but it's not quite as clear cut a game. What's up?
Kazian beat Helio this time.
Oh, the revenge on
5-4.
Winner's Bracket. Nice.
Thanks a Pog champ. Where's I put Helio then? Oh, Helio is about to have to play Bronto Kirby for
R.I.P.
top 8. But Bronto beat Ferret. Yo, let's go Bronto.
Nice. Yeah, so that means Kazian will move on to winner semis to fight DDR Dan.
That's a Pog crazy right there.
Oh man, that's a what now?
Pog crazy.
What? Okay.
You ever seen Pog crazy?
No.
It's just a dude doing this Pog. I think it's Chugs, and the emo just it's just him doing like a Pog face, and it just like rotates back and forth.
Who is?
Badlands Chugs, competitive eater, sensation around the nation. You don't know who Badlands Chugs is?
No, I do not.
You are
know who
cringe.
Badlands?
You're actually cringe. I cannot believe this. But we got Tony versus Megapig. Megapig Soul Cow. He didn't make Bad Apple explain. His YouTube's been popping off like crazy. Been sharing it in the California Discord.
5,000 followers on YouTube. They call it subscribers actually, but.
Then Tony gambling table. I think that's a reference to his like PNG tuber or VTuber. Sorry, I think it's PVTuber because I think it's like an actual model. It's like a gambling major, I think.
Yep. Pretty sure that's what it is.
Okay, I'm going to assume that I'm right then.
Yeah, Tony is all about the risks.
Wait, was Megapig seated above Tony? I'm kind of surprised actually. Like, not that it really matters.
I'm guessing this bracket was seeded up to 8, and now left to that way.
I can believe it. I mean, they're pretty close in skill. I would hope that Tony would have the edge because Tony's been practicing like crazy. But we'll see, because I know, okay, so I played enough Megapig to know that he is extremely willing to just randomly all in. Like, he'll just do it.
Yeah.
And that is his biggest weakness.
However, Tony's all in first. Oh, too slow. Rip. Had the piece, but wasn't fast enough.
I actually know it's super smart by Tony, because Megapig kind of built very poorly on his 1 and 3 columns. So double purple columns. Because to kind of go off what I was saying earlier, Megapig's big issue is not very efficient. He will all in, but like his max chain length is kind of capped, if you will. So it puts a lot of pressure on Tony to be the one that is aggressive. Or not Tony, sorry, Megapig. Oh my god, I mixed them up. Sorry, Megapig kind of like struggles with efficiency, whereas Tony I think is much more efficient.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, so it's like on to Megapig here, who is Adam on the screen, to be the more aggressive player. Which is rough. See right here, he had to throw out the purples from cutting.
Yes.
That's really rough because like now you need like you get like 30 blues.
Yeah, it's not enough. Nowhere close.
Really good punishes from Tony. Like this is what you want to see if you're playing someone like Megapig. Like you have to be punishing those questionable build decisions.
I feel like this is not something you can just fix either. If you basically are having these kinds of builds. And your opponent's just recognizing that you're just completely vulnerable. Like to this point, there's no reds. Just like that, your chain's buried again, and now you have to find your back foot. And there's like no way you're digging in.
You can see he's freezing up a little bit too. Like each piece that comes out, he's not just holding down, which is gonna make it a little bit rougher because that means Tony is actually playing faster because he's always holding down for the most part.
Yeah, two lines of trash to the GTR just means that you're not getting to main anytime.
Look at this, he has a full chain too. Tony's looking kind of crispy right now. Okay, so this is one thing I do know about Megapig, is when he starts falling behind, he starts health firing round opener.
Okay, we'll see that if that happens.
We'll see it. I feel like it's Dima as well. You're kind of down on the luck a little bit.
All right, not yet. Doesn't seem to be the case. Tony is contemplating Yayoi?
This is interesting. The flex
No, he's doing a rush.
Is
Or a
it-
4 column build. Like, I have no idea what he's doing right now.
It looks like Death Power. But I don't know if it actually works.
That doesn't work. Does it?
No.
No.
Oh no, it's so unfortunate for Adam. Adam could actually won the trade.
Ooh. It's fine, it's fine. He still got trigger.
Yeah, he got activate the 3.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Like, you
have a lot
can
of
trash,
weight.
but you can't build fast enough.
So this is actually great because that was right to actually made a situation where Tony had to sacrifice something.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't actually do anything. He has the greens accessible. He's gonna cover them.
Oh,
Oh, you have the red.
Oh my god. RNG saving Mega Pig.
Bless.
My god.
Power 4.
I don't think this wins. Tony doesn't have enough for this, right?
Oh, it is.
Nope, I lied.
Oh no.
Wrong again.
This is kind of rough situation for Mega Pig now. Because Tony has like full board, no trash.
Mm-hmm. And Mega Pig is slowing down just because of all the trash, too.
I feel like Tony could have closed out that round. Or this round. It was so close. Oh, he needs a red. Bliss.
Nope.
Sir, one red. Oh, no. Oh no, not Mega Pig. I keep confusing who's who.
You're mixing it up, yes. I
I
didn't
Adam,
want to
who the
say
hell
it,
is
but...
Adam? I'm like, who is Adam? God damn. Who is he?
He's a very
Wait.
famous YouTube channel.
Pog. But man. Okay, this is
Okay,
not
good
too
tail,
bad.
good tail.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't work though. No.
This is rough now because this is gonna be an okay extend. He's gonna get the yellow greens, right? He's got
Yeah.
a good chain on Mega Pig's side. But the issue is Tony is looking kind of crisp. Oh, Tony actually clearing that. I don't think he meant to do that because I get rid of part of his tail. Let's clear out the purples. Oh no. This
That's
actually
rough.
makes you a chance. Mega Pig, if you're alive, you gotta go right now, Billy.
All right, Mega Pig realizes he wasn't trying to extend all the purples. Thank goodness. The tail doesn't work though, right? No, it doesn't. Wait, the purple top. Okay, that's one extension.
That's all he needed though, because Tony's chain blew up too after he had to keep clearing stuff from the tail. That double purple, like gave rid of the blue link, or the potential of the blue link, was so unfortunate. Because it meant like he had to start clearing other stuff, because he had nothing he could really safely put in that column too.
Either way, Mega Pig's on the board. No 5-0s here.
Thank God. No one wants to get swept on stream.
Nope.
But we believe. I'm believing. This is actually a kind of potential punchable build on Tony's side right now. If Mega Pig sees this, he can go find an attack somewhere. It could be good.
Yeah, if only, but I don't think Mega Pig's actually looking. He's just gonna fire main.
This is fine, because Tony can't activate anything. Oh no!
Oh, there's such a set for an easy 3, but he's just building. Oh man, I would just set up a 3 on the left side.
Reds, no! Oh god! What's happening?
Wait, that works. That works.
It worked. Okay, it worked.
That should be enough to bury Tony a little more. Won't kill. Oh, that kills. Oh my god.
Tony had no yellows, so there's no way to
man.
activate that chain. There you go. I was so scared that Mega Pig might not see the opportunity just to end the round, but he like threw the yellows to the or reds right there because he had another extension on his trigger for the reds. I was like, oh god, I'm so scared right now. not to be biased towards Tony, but you know, I got a little bit of regional pride on the line.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I totally feel.
Alright, this is a good potential extend. You can actually use these blues.
That's rough. Okay.
No, man, he actually gonna use those double blues.
Is
to
he double
extend.
color? What is? That's good. That's
It's
there's no green.
over.
He's over. Yep.
Huge misplay by Mega Pig, but like really good capitalization from Tony.
Mhm.
That was so good from Tony to punish that. Because situation there was where you have the green pillar, right? And you know you have blues being used for your L shape.
Yep.
Because it's double blue, you can actually put it on your 2, because of how the L shape's built, you can only need 1 blue there. So you put 1 blue, and you put the 2 blue on the column 2, and then they're not going to pop each other. And what this does, it means you can use a green instead on top of that blue to pop, so you don't have to double up on the purples and go be forced like a really awkward extend. And yeah, maybe if he had done that, he would have had full chain, and he actually probably would have been safe. But because he didn't, he forced a really awkward double blue pillar situation, which forced a purple extend. And it just all came crumbling down because Tony saw it and just punished it.
Well, chain building analysis brought to you by IcySoapy. Very unfortunate though. Still, at least it's not a 5-0. We could say that much, because it was looking like that for after the first 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, I got some points on the board. You know,
Exactly.
good stuff from Megapig. It was a good showing. Tony has leveled up, so you know, I know Megapig hasn't played in tournaments in a while because I know he was playing the Friday Night Puyos, but it's been a minute since we had those, so you know, Tony coming with a surprise. Oh man, I kind of wish season 1 was such I wish like Puyos had like a replay. You know, like I want to be like the guys on like you see on like the MOBAs and other fighting games, where, like they start drawing with their fingers on the screen, like just help this happen.
I mean,
maybe one day.
we have the production skills for that, so who knows?
I'm gonna download Epic Pen right now. Just draw on my screen. Oh, okay. So we got our loser side. Helio versus Tony, and Billy Anime versus Meep Sheep. So
Yes.
those two are gonna play. It's gonna be Helio. Tony is gonna fight the Koopary if they win, which depending on who wins. And then DDR Dan is gonna wait on Billy the Kid and Meep Sheep the sheep. Bah. Is you. That's right.
That you mean Baba is
Oh,
you?
wait. I just realized that means DDR Dan lost to KZN.
Yup.
KZN has always been, to me, the most interesting top player for Puyo at the moment. Just like ever since they had that running in Senran. Because KZN has this thing that I've talked about with other players, is that before his builds used to be very one-dimensional. It's like it's GTR, it's efficient, and sometimes you'll attack. And that was like kind of his big weaknesses of Rising Puyo, was that because he did the one thing, and his one thing he did really well, players kind of picked up, or at least the top players picked up on it and started punishing it, right?
Yeah.
Like, well, we're just going to attack you, we're not going to let you do your thing. So it makes me wonder, how did he beat Dan? Because Dan is pretty aggressive too. Dan does not shy away from attack. But not that KZN can't defend, it's usually KZN has always had trouble with the pressure. So I'm very excited, because that means it's time for the ultimate test in Void, who I would argue has probably the most aggression out of the top players, like, that does it well without, like, destroying their chain.
Would you say it's more like the safest aggression then, or is he still like considered the most aggressive to you?
I think it's the most aggressive mixed with some of the safest. I wouldn't say he's the absolute safest. I think Yoshi's the safest, but I think Void is more willing to do just, like, giant, like, kind of power attacks. Whereas, like, Yoshi's attacks are kind of like longer chains, right? They're kind of like the 5-chain attacks, whereas Void, I feel like, leans more towards, you know, he'll do like 4 chains, but sometimes they're like, you know, power 3s or like triples, you know.
Yeah.
They're not always like extended 5s.
Yeah, he'll throw you a Hellfire, and if you're caught off guard, he immediately triggers another one.
Yeah, and I think that makes Void actually really hard to fight because, you know, since Hellfires are so fast, it's very hard to like not be forced into your main chain, or to not have to like just immediately defend yourself because there's not a lot of time to defend when you just give up a Hellfire or a big power.
That's Void's goal, or just any Puyo harassment goal. Like the goal is to make you spend all your main chain and just spend up all your resources, so they just outbuild you.
Yeah, I know a lot of top players take influence from Tom. Tom, you know, was the person who really brought like power chains into the meta. I felt like for a long time at like highest level of Puyo. Like when you talk to Dan, you're like, yeah, I referenced Tom, or Yoshi and Void, like, oh yeah, I looked at Tom's build too, because like Hellfires were kind of like the first meta for Western attacks. And what better way to learn Hellfires and look at the dude who does it, you know, for his like high level pro strats, you know?
Oh yeah.
But nowadays, I feel like players have kind of picked up on watching other people. Like I've been watching Saki over in Submarine, and like, you know, just diversifying our strategy. You see like some of that with Yoshi. Now he's going for like more of these like convoluted 5 chains, but he has a thing where he puts like a yellow-red. If it's like, let's say a chain pop is supposed to be like green-red, it'll be like yellow-red on top of the green, so that way he's already pre-built his like new trigger extend.
Yeah, I'm still an old-time person who just follows a lot of Chon chains, which because of like the beauty of Tom's chain is that it's simple once you learn what they are, and then you understand the flexibility behind them. And it's like, okay, that's all you really need to know to just use them and get running with like just these attacks on top of your main chain.
That is fair. I feel like the issue I think some people get debated with the Tom style is like, it's not just like these small Hellfires here. Like you have to sacrifice like half your board of resources for that style to kind of work.
Yes, that tends to be true. Yes.
Let me just interrupt real quick. Hey everybody, just restarting my Switch because I'm having connection issues.
Oh boy.
Also,
all right.
Skullgirls is at Evo. Let's go!
Let's go.
Makes sense actually because
Also,
Olga's on
Melty
the rise.
Blood, Lumina type Lumina. Why did I say Lumina type?
Oh god, Melty Blood.
It's
I'm
real.
happy for them, but do not go on the Melty Blood Twitter. That's all I'm gonna warn you right now. That's all I'm gonna warn you about.
But yes, hold on tight, everyone.
Yeah, so to kind of go back on my point, God, I was like, what's it, Tom's like, because like you want to have like your power chains like that to be able to fight the 5-chain attacks, right? So that's
Hmm.
kind of like the big reason why he sacrificed so much uh of his resources. But let's see what we've got well in the waiting room. I actually really like watching Saki though, because I'm a big advocate that Summoning is actually really good for him. There's because no one else really builds it. Yoshi like sometimes can like, but he doesn't really opt for it over like stuff like Sullen. Because the main point was like Submarine is that it builds a lot, right? It pops from below.
Right.
And this could be kind of issue if you take trash, but like because it pops from below, you can actually turn into a reversible. And you can kind of have like a dual trigger. Which makes it a lot harder to build, but being able to pop from below also means like your tail doesn't always get broken. And if your tail does get covered, it means you can focus on your trigger. Because that's kind of like the plan, right? It forces a U shape, so like one side is always going to be accessible.
Yeah, I've always realized that like as soon as you started building larger chains, you always love the U-shaped builds.
Yeah,
Like, that has been your go-to.
I think U shapes are just to me more efficient than S shapes, or like more defensible. Because
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say maybe more defensible, not more efficient than S shapes, though. My opinion.
I think they can be. It depends on like your form. So it's like it's like that's like a whole different discussion.
Yes.
But yeah, because like because if I have like two columns up on my left side and I get hit with 3 rows of trash, my chain's still accessible. And it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, well, that tank doesn't really matter, and it
That's
definitely works in Western. I'll say that much.
That is fair. Not enough people harass hard enough to give you more than just 3 lines. But here we go. Winners finals. This is a first to 8, right? Or is it 7?
Yes.
Okay. I can never remember.
All right.
Okay. So yeah, here we go.
So quick start off. We had the Classic to Arcadian Classic. Gonna opt into a pretty strong attack right here. It's gonna be a big 3. 4, sorry. Yeah, you just an attack. Got a full chain. But Void's ready with his own. But that's all Void's resources, but there's no blue.
There's no purples, you mean?
No, he could have actually activated that if he put this aside because he had red blue coming up. He could like try to use it to set up, but I don't think he had time. Maybe. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to see that again because I'm pretty sure that could have been activated.
Okay, because it looked very difficult, like double color, blue purple on the column 1, column 2.
Yeah. Because I know like the blues have potential cut, but the red was gonna save them, I think. But it doesn't matter. Next round. Unfortunate, because I felt like KZN had a really good attack. And he wasn't able to get.
Ooh, Solon, let's go. So yeah,
a little bit of issue looks like for KZ on the tail, but he's gonna try and find the fix. There you go. Gonna turn to attack.
Yeah. Yeah, Bo's just popping main. He has a very clean tail on top of that.
Yeah, this is gonna be rough for KZN. There's no blues.
None. Oh my god, what
Wow.
That's so
cringe.
messed up. That's messed up.
I mean, wow, that's so unfortunate.
That's so messed up.
It was also real hard for KZN to extend his tail, so I don't know how much extension he could even got if he had gotten the blues.
Fair, yeah.
Because it was gonna cut, because he was going for like a kind of like one more of these hyper efficient tails, and less powery. But there you go. That's a good tail right there. I need some blues though. Oh god, he needs even more blues. We're back to the blues.
No, he just needs 2 now.
He needs another blue on his tail.
Okay, for the tail.
He needs them to fix his chain. Oh,
you can't even access. Yeah, you can't put the blue on the right side because of that trash. And then there was a purple too.
Oh no! Boy is making it look so easy.
As he always does.
True. Boy's just that good. But yeah, that's unfortunate. The blue is coming back to haunt KZN in round 2. Electric Boogaloo. My god. Oh, we're gonna see a form change. Oh, let's see how this works.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Void's just building right to left. Yes, he is.
Gonna need some greens. I don't see any greens in Q.
There are no greens. This is probably gonna be set up for attack somewhere.
Oh, but if you
no,
put the purple there, it's gonna be a full.
Yeah.
Void attack.
And in case he is forced to pop main.
Gonna need a green. Oh, wait, Void didn't go, no extension.
I think it was hard to make an extension there because if you tried to use a trigger yellow, that's a new trigger, that would take too much time.
True. It's still gonna be a 9, but it's gonna be enough. It's gonna be close. Oh, still a rock.
He's dead.
So definitely need that one more extension on those purples. Unfortunate. So yeah, it's hard though because like Kazian's tail powered towards the end, so it reduced the amount of time on the links.
Yeah, Void could not extend the chain on the head side, so he had to find some way on the tail, but it's unfortunate.
We could have potentially gone for one more green extend, but it'd be really risky, right? Because Kazian's chain was ending so quickly, and that's why he popped, because he recognized that.
Yeah, it was strong, but because with the power on top of it, and it's like at the very end, as you. Oh, what? That's a weird harass. I mean,
it works.
It works.
It doesn't cover enough though, because you know we actually were talking about the U-shaped build. Kazian had it. Oh, but Void's waited. Oh no.
Yo, this is nice. Yo, look at that tail.
Yeah, but looking at what this meant for Kazian, he had to use so many resources. He kind of had to run. Alright, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I don't know if that's gonna be enough. It's not. It's still a rock.
One whole rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the entire time while Void's already building.
Look at this attack from Void. Oh, the way that pops for the red's kind of sick. Sick nasty. Still it's gonna be 2 rocks. The reds aren't gonna link. It's gonna be death. Playing Void halfway to match point.
I want to point out that Void had an unfortunate color cube for his tail, so he just elevated his tail trigger. It was actually crazy.
Yeah, dude, mid-tails are actually becoming much more popular.
Yeah, I'm so glad that that's happening because they look so cool.
I also feel like it's just good in general for our scene because I feel like that was a big weakness for some players in our scene was like they didn't really know how to build around like these awesome color cues. And learning Ray's tail gives you so many more options.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate thing because when you see a lot of the tails, they always use the base as the trigger for the tail itself rather than like having the raised tail. But that's a discussion for later. Right now, Void is popping main, and is he taking the drought again?
No, the issue was he had to force his red on top of the purple, so he loses the purple-green extend for the blue, which means he lost 2 links on his chain. And oh no, everything shattered. And it wasn't. But even if that was tail broke, if he was able to get those 2 links, he actually lives there and trades back and can potentially dig down. So unfortunately, just build because like. When he gets that attack back, it also didn't remove the trash over his green, which meant he kind of forced into extending more in a way he may not have been comfortable in. God, that's so rough.
Wide joy for both players right now.
There's actually potential for a large attack here from KZM, but because he's there, I don't think he can actually use it. Just kidding.
Is that main? That is main.
Yeah, if the red wasn't there, he could turn to the Hellfire power. But Void needs to find some yellow.
He sure does. Oh wait, he's found it. Hey, he's got the free extension, even though the green's cut on the tail side.
I think that's fine because you want to power anyway. With that
that's true.
But Jason's gonna be the big in 10. It's just Barry gonna trade back. And a double blue. It actually didn't really matter because you need them on top of red. Ouch. This is kind of looking a little rough for KZN right now. I feel like we're kind of seeing some of the weakness I talked about earlier, where it's kind of like, it's just GTR, but not a lot of ways to fight with the GTR.
That's a very vulnerable build for now, but Void has nothing for it right now to punish it.
Yeah, I don't feel like he has to, because like, this is a really hard build to use as a fight for KZN. You can see, like, he already made it so he has to activate his full chain when next time he pops. I don't really like this decision.
Yeah, this is a very bulky build. It's very easy to cut if you just try to harass, too.
Well, that's the issue. You can't really harass, because, like, how he's built.
Exactly.
See, like, this is the issue with putting your key Puyo like that so early on in the chain without having attacked or having a different way to attack. Because it means that you're always going to be forced into your full chain, and Void's going to punish you until you have to pop your full, and usually they extend.
Yeah, it just makes you a sitting duck for him.
So it's just like, really rough for KZN. Oh, look at this too. Like, gonna get responded with right away. Very smart.
Right.
We're kind of feeling himself a little bit right there. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like
if you're up this much, I wouldn't blame you though.
That is fair. I mean, he has so many rounds to work with. But man, he definitely didn't do that.
He definitely felt it. He definitely was feeling himself. All right. Can't get away with that one.
I respect the attempt though. Napalm, like Thorns and like twos and stuff, would be more popular as well. Kind of like help mess up builds. And KZN's right. One thing he's been showing has been I'm efficient. So if you can mess up the efficiency, in theory, right, you can do a lot to that.
Yes.
KZN should. I think he should.
That's so weird. Yeah, I would have split the Puyo and put the green on the column 3, but you know, what's on done.
I feel like he was afraid of Void Stall winning and like only having a 3-chain to defend. But he still has like the opportunity for holy counter though. Like he should get Red Yellow Blues to extend. Oh, he's not going to. He's going to use him on the tail.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. But he's going to have potential Hellfire, but it's going to be hard to find purple soon.
He found one. He's just going to. Yeah, he has no choice. He still takes trash for that.
Okay. Well, yeah, because he has power 3 versus power 2.
Okay.
But that just meant that he has even less space now compared to Void to extend. And now, Void, like I said, just gonna never attack. Look how much time Void has.
Yeah, there's just this other thing where I was like, I just noticed that KZN is forced to pop like C1 chains a lot, and you can't do that against Void. You're just giving him a lot more resource as well.
I think it's because of how he uses the Q, kind of forced him in that way. Because right, he used so many blues on his tail to make the trigger. Because when he had no easy color in to his, you know, his chain. Because there were so many blue yellows in between. It's gonna be death.
Yep, that'll be it.
Man, I just wonder what that round looks like for KZN if he had used the blues on the trigger instead, and like, or maybe used it for like a 2 poke. But unfortunately, you can't change the past, and that's gonna be a dub for Void. Looking good.
Credit where it's due. KZN's build is still really clean. It's just. His build, the way he builds is just totally easy prey for Void.
Yeah, I think that is what everyone has kind of learned. I feel like we're kind of getting like that second generation gap of Puyo. Because before, right, like if you watch old school Puyo vibes, it's always been whoever builds like the biggest chain wins. So whoever was hyper efficient was always like, you know, the #1.
Right.
That was high tier then. But now the high tier has moved up with like people like Dan, Yoshi, Void, and like even the other players. I'm sure KZN's trying to learn too, and like Billy, but like I feel like Void, Dan, and Yoshi do it best right now. Where like they know how to do these long attacks to force you to have to defend yourself. And if you're only looking to try and build efficiently, you're not going to be a high level player, right? Like, you have to learn how to do those big power 2s or 3s or like a 5-chain attack. It's your only chance. But
I'm sorry, I can't help myself, but the Artest name is stuck, cut away on the bracket.
It's fine. Because Dan actually beating Billy 5-4, really close set. That means Mewtwo went out to Billy. So Billy very close to getting that run back that he would have wanted versus Koopary. But yeah, well, I guess Koopary would have to win first. Well, we'll see. I think they're coming up on stream next. If they're not already playing. If not, it's going to be Dan versus the winner of Helio, and Koopary.
I think the set's already started, so we're probably just going to have to wait until we get to see the winner versus DDR Dan.
All right, well, then let's take a look at how everyone did tonight. Tony losing 0-5 to Helio. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, to be fair, Helio also 5-0 Bronto, so you know, it's rough. Oh man, Final Time got 5-0 by Billy too, man. The top player, like the top half, when they get knocked down, they go on a grudge match, and it's whoever's in their path.
Yeah, every single top player you run across is like their losers bracket run is always more brutal than the winner side for sure. Because like, okay, well now I can't just keep fooling around forever.
But I mean, if you look at the numbers, right? Tony C10 finished 7th, pretty good, right?
Pretty good.
Better than projected. Meepsheep 7th, finished 7th. You know, that's acceptable. You know, we love those. And even some other players, you know, did better than I would say they probably thought they would. So thumbs up there, you know. I think it always feels good when you beat your seed number, you know.
I guess some people do think about that, yeah.
Because like it's about proving yourself. Like I should have been seed higher sometimes, right? Especially if you're really competitive. Especially when you're really competitive, right? And it gets that way for some players. You like want to prove it. So like when you get seed low, it's like a disrespect sometimes to like ego.
Okay, but like that just makes me want to rant about the fact that people complain about their seating before the bracket starts, and then the bracket completely proves that the TO was right, and like yeah, you were seated appropriately, but then they will say the exact same thing next bracket anyway, and it just irks me to no
the
end.
wrong way. You have to know the players like who don't say anything. You just accept that they got seated low, and then they win, and they say some shit like, "Well, it looks like I'm just a 10th seed XD," you know. Those are the players you should respect, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree. That those are the real peeps. Those are the real.
The ones who hold it in. Oh hell yeah. But yeah, people who complain before, like they're washed usually. But I mean, good brackets. I feel like man.
It would seem that Helio has taken it over Koopary 5-4. Also a close set.
Interesting. Man, I really wish we could have seen the Billy versus Koopary and like Helio versus Koopary. That's gonna have been so good. Maybe next time. But we got Helio versus DDR Dan. It's looking fine. Helio likes potatoes, they're pretty good. Colorado as well, actually. I probably won't all in every round. Not wrong, Dan.
I mean, it just means that he will all in at least one round.
Yeah. I feel like the top... He does all in like one every now and again versus like the upper half, but I feel like the only time I've ever seen him like always all in is like when he's playing like someone new.
Oh,
or,
yeah.
Like someone he's like, oh, I can just do it.
If you were asked to play a match with someone who is very, very new to Puyo, or just like not as anywhere close to strong, how would you approach it? Like it's a casual match.
For me, I would just build as big a chain as possible.
Okay, you're that person.
But like, if I know them and they start talking trash, then I all in them. Then I start all inning. I don't let them play the game.
Oh man.
I'm very spiteful.
Yes.
Look at this all in right here.
Yes.
Oh my! Oh, Helio was ready.
Helio was definitely ready. Yeah, Leader Dan's little fun fact is just to play the mind games is not working right now.
Looks like you should have all in on a full chain.
Yep.
Unfortunate. But sadly for Helio, 1-0 feels good, man.
We take those.
Good. I think you take a set lead against Dan where you can, and if it's at the start, might as well take that to the bank.
Yes. But the only set lead that truly matters is when the game is over. So let's find out if he gets to that point.
True. I mean, we got right side from GTR kind of for Dan. Had a little trouble there, but he's getting there.
He eventually got the pieces.
Oh, it's double tower on the tail. Oh my god, he's gonna look for a Hellfire if Helio's not careful.
Yes. He can still do it.
I mean, that's why Helio's building like this, because he knows he can come.
A little bit deconstruction from DDR Dan's tail. He's fixing it now, but... What? How is this? Oh, snap. Blues? Yes, blues. There it is.
Yeah, the good fix from Dan, I think he blew up the double tower because he realized that he was going to lose on the extend.
I don't think the yellow's linked, though.
Oh, the green's don't link. That's the issue. Oh, what did he do?
Oh my god.
A fix from the man himself. That was so sick. And it forces out almost nearly a crown.
That's amazing.
Wow. That was
okay.
Sick. I didn't notice either because I was like, that green yellow doesn't work on the column 4.
Everyone got hit by that except for DDR Dan.
True.
Oh man.
But very nicely done. I really like Dan's right side DTR when he does like double power stuff like that because he's very willing to just blow it up if it means getting a better tail.
I agree with that. And the way you build it, like you can guarantee yourself to have like a very good harass on top of that if you choose to use it.
I mean, that's kind of like what it's for, right? Double Tower's strength is that early mid game. So if you hit late game, you kind of want to just throw it out, use it to attack, and then build up more efficient tails.
It's the option select. If you don't get to build a big chain, you can just use it to literally. Oh wait, that cuts it.
That one did that. Yeah. I noticed that one smile.
So yeah, if your double tower is just literally just not being used for the main chain, then you could just always option select it into a harass. Genius. God, it's such an efficient strategy.
It is really good. I think double tower is kind of like, you know, well, some of the first things that players learn. Oh, look, gonna just poke with a thorn. Gonna Hellfire immediately after.
Here we go.
It's gonna cover so much of Helio's board. Ooh, that's so hard to dig out of for Helio.
Yeah, the colors are not very nice under the trash.
Okay, so you gotta poke him down with 2. It's gonna force the high build out Dan to make him respect him. But it's good, still good accessible.
Yeah. Yeah, but the way the column 1 and the column 2 were split down there, it's just very difficult to alternate the colors around. And Dan knows it.
And that's one of the big reasons why you see Thorn coming back. Because when you see like these half commit builds where like they build in 1, 2, and then like 5, 6, but no center, like safely. And like other situations where like maybe their trigger isn't completely like multi-extendable and they don't have the colors for it. One Thorn into like a Hellfire follow-up can end most people's lives in this game.
It sure can.
Look at we need some nice raised L's, looks like.
Helio needs to be careful with the reds because now he needs to replace a new one from the column 2 GTR.
Oh yeah.
They don't see it. Oh no, they didn't see it. They forgot.
So,
That's rough.
it's still 5, but I think he's still dead to T-Rock.
Yeah,
so that's
definitely.
Good call on the reds.
Did you
Unfortunately,
enjoy my technique?
Helio could not hear you.
This is still a pretty close set though.
Yeah, you still have 5 more rounds for Danny, 6 more for Helio. It's gonna.
Wait, this is semis.
Oh, oh no! Is he worse?
no.
Oh, he's got the perfect green yellow.
God, no.
Oh, it's so
It was
unfortunate
also
for
a
Dan.
great piece to extend too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, sorry. I got too excited.
Oh, but look
Elio's
at
got,
that.
like, gameplay. Mm-hmm.
I think he lives this now.
He does. But Elio's got another chain coming in.
Oh, that's not hard to dig out of.
Yeah, what do
Oh,
you do here? There's nothing.
Trash.
You fold.
He's just gonna get covered because of the trash.
You hold down, go next.
Yeah. Unlucky, mate. Unlucky. Well, what can you do besides pray? Because we're 3-3 now, so first to 2 territory, it's net play time.
Oh
Okay.
man, the double trigger for DDR Dan is crazy.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Only a 4 Thorn, or 4 Puyo Thorn from Helio. He's only 2 trashes. It's not that much.
Elio's committed really hard on the GGR, so they have no choice but to pop like that.
Yeah.
It's nowhere near enough.
That's the danger of like 4 Puyo Thorns, and it's only 2 trashes. They don't actually cover that much.
But yeah, even so even despite that, like Helio put down like green purple on the column 1, like just made their GTR completely inaccessible and just completely rollable to the Hellfire. And so like when the Helio saw that, they had to pop in a weird and an inefficient way.
Oh, they kind of had to because they were being attacked because he wasn't getting any blues. Which
Yeah,
is where they
and-
go blue. So like
Yeah,
that's
but-
why you had to commit to the purple green
Mm.
for the tail, or for the air quotes like tail for like when he did that with top.
All right, match point.
It's looking a little rough. Dan kind of got the adaption. I feel like Dan's just ahead of the game with adaption.
I think Dan's new adaptation is literally just now build a big giant chain
I think we should do
because
that.
see the reason why you want to do like all the aggression earlier is to literally force your opponents to be watching out for you, right? You want to slow them down.
Yeah, but that's not what Dan was winning. Dan was winning because his hazards were better.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. I didn't see that until up towards the
Did you
end.
enjoy my technique?
And we're not talking about like that, but even previous rounds, like Dan's main thing was like just out attacked Helio.
Mm-hmm.
Like each time. Like Helio was good when he had like digs, but like some of the rounds he won, Helio just got the perfect piece to pop this trigger. Because the attack was either just unfortunate like Q came in for Dan or like maybe not just like the best time.
Yeah.
But it really just felt like the attacks were the name of the game. Helio
Absolutely.
tried to get in there a little bit, but Dan was just always the first one being the aggressor. Like we never really saw Helio attack with something heavily first.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it did, it just was never big enough.
Yeah, and even in that situation, like Dan was doing select folding, so it's like he had the ability to choose main chain or a harass like that he just did right now, whether or not based on whether or not he chose to put the purple in column 1 or 2, and it's just that flexibility.
Alright, well, guess what? Dan gets his chance at the run back versus KZN now.
Oh boy.
See, this is the sad part about like not being able to watch every single stream. Because like, if Dan was playing like that, and we saw KZN was struggling with the attacks from Void, what happened in that first set?
We will find out.
I mean, we're gonna find out what the adaptation is from Dan. Because assuming maybe Dan wasn't as aggressive, you gotta see what he learned. And maybe he just needs some time to warm up. Who knows? But we'll see the adaptation, because I feel like if Dan plays as aggressive as he did against Helio, I think he's got a good chance to get KZN.
Okay, I can agree with that. Because yeah, with KZN's response to Void's aggression, it does really beg the question a little bit. So maybe KZN will improve how he deals with DDR Dan's aggression.
True.
I'm very excited to see it if that's the case.
I'll have fun
same. And, because Dan plays a good character, and then KZN plays default. Which, I guess, like, technically not default in this game. Arlo's alright. She's probably the best of the three.
Of the 3 pro tags?
Yeah, because she's like a mage, and you know me, I like mages.
It's fair, fair.
Magic classes are hog. Alright, here we go. Dan, a little hesitation, trying to figure out how to build their chain. I assume they're looking for the aggression, but it might be a little too late because KZN can kind of far ahead.
Not too big a difference.
It's submarine.
Yeah.
Dan wins my heart, but it's gonna be kind of hard to win this round. Oh wait, that actually might cover the blues. Ooh, that's so bad. Oh no, KZN is looking grim, and they covered the purples. The art, the two south.
Yeah, Hellfire seals it.
I think KZN just lost that.
Did you enjoy?
Oh my god, like the double cover on the blues and then the double on the purple was evil. Submarine best build. That's all you say. It's a sub difference.
Oh my god.
Wow, that feels so bad for KZN though. Alright, good thorn attack though, but Dan's not really gonna take too much from that.
No, and he just got double purple. Like, the little PC actually needs to fix this chain after the garbage.
We call that a skill diff.
Yes, we do call that a skill diff.
Gonna get a nice
3 chain. Yep.
Oh no,
And it lands 2?
I think KZN was trying to see if he could activate the either red or the yellows either red or the blues breaking the chain, but there was a good way.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing, yeah.
It's just so hard to even extend because I don't even think you can activate full chain because there's no blues on the column 1. Oh no.
This is so rough. Oh no.
Yeah, this is just a Danner. This is one of those routes that you play just to like take away Dan's energy. But Dan already doesn't even need to fix his chain to win, you know. Ow, this is a rough opener.
Did you enjoy?
Yeah, and then there's nothing on the right side to use.
Yeah. Man. This is feeling like Void versus KZN now. Oh god.
You gotta believe him, our boy.
True. Here we go. A much cleaner opener for KZN this time. He's got very accessible chain. He's gonna need a blue on that column 6.
They're always yeah, they're a big fan of the wide joint, and I am a big fan of the wide joint after GTR. It's such a nice and versatile build.
Clear the
Yeah, I like it. There's a good attempt at Hellfire, but Dan had a 4 chain ready.
Yes.
So unfortunate, because I think that was a good decision. That's something we haven't really seen from KZN in the other set. Was like the aggressive attacks. But unfortunately punished.
No, I don't agree with that. I think Casey had like a good amount of attacks. It's just that Void was just so aware that he was able to always respond appropriately.
I don't know. I felt like he was never really the aggressor. I felt like most of the attacks were just defenses in the Void set.
Okay.
But here you go. It gets around. Works out that. I'm actually surprised Dan lost that because Dan had like pretty big advantage. He's right to not activate his chain. So good on KZN to punish that.
Heck yeah.
Oh, this is a little awkward now.
Alright, Dia Dan doing the Thorn Clear.
That's unfortunate, because I did nothing to KZN's build.
Yeah, but he's still getting... Oh, that's a...
Okay, now that actually does something.
Now that is rough.
I lied. Oh wait, no, he's out.
I am an idiot. Oh my god, what a build.
Yeah, and Dan committed because he also thought it was Dunzo. Bring his set back to even, that's what
I was so confused when he put red in column 1 until that happened. I was like, what? You just broke your entire chain. No, he built his entire chain.
I thought the trash was there's gonna be like one more trash too much for it, but no. But we're evened up. There we go. You're right to believe, because Dan kind of having a rough time the last few rounds.
What's the difference even?
What do you mean?
Like what's the difference between this set and KZN versus Void?
I feel like the main difference is he caught Dan off guard in one hit and was able to find some response. Where like Void, he's kind of like never left KZN a way to respond, right? Because Void was like a 5 chain, or like a big power, usually a power, right? It's like the power 3s.
Right.
Which is like enough time for like KZN to finish his build, but it's like, well, KZN popped an 8 chain. That's a lot of time for Void, you know?
Right, no, that's very fair. This is a good power 3 though.
Dan has nothing to activate.
There's nothing. Wow, there's nothing at all.
I think that might be the difference maker. Maybe it's because Void, when he's attacking, he's always having something accessible or buildable. But like when Dan attacks, there's sometimes where he just doesn't have anything. So that means like KJ kind of, if like he can respond with a defensive attack, he can defend him.
Yeah, I think this is what's going on. Like I think it's also very similar to, like, for example, like, say, Billy. Like, both DR Dan and Billy's chain readiness is not quite as strong as Void's, who is almost always chain ready.
I feel like I think Dan's a bit better about it.
Fair enough.
So this is looking very rough because there's gonna be a big response from Dan.
Yeah, TKZ, sorry, yeah. This is a pretty good. I don't think this fully neutralizes, does it?
No, it's not.
No,
I think still
2
has
rocks
a
left.
rock.
Yep.
I think like almost a rock, but still enough to be a pretty big issue.
Yeah, and this is another 5.
Oh no! Oh, I need a red.
Or a blue, but he got neither.
Well, there's next one up for the blues. But damn, KJ kind of just clapping the Dan right now.
Halfway through the set for KZN for sure. This is oh, okay.
So like what I'm seeing, I feel like with Dan though, I want to see some bigger attacks, like some more like big power 3s, like larger resource commits. But I don't know if that's how Dan wants to play this right now. Like it's like look at that, it's only really small too. That doesn't really scare much, right?
Justify larger commits when I mean he's doing it right now.
That's what I want to.
Oh, split killed! Oh, that sucks.
Oh yeah. But see, like that's what I mean. Like I feel like the larger attacks are gonna do a lot more. Cause I don't think we've seen KZN send out like his own. Like, we've seen like 1 or 2 like forces, but he doesn't really send out like 5 chains back, right?
No, he doesn't. At least I haven't seen it yet.
So I feel like that is Dan's gateway right now.
That's the adaptation needed.
Yeah, I think that's the adaptation. You send like 5 chains attacks, and you just try to rebuild as fast as you can. Oh, but this is like good all in.
Here it is.
Oh no! Because of the yellow-red conflict, he needs 1 more.
Yeah.
See, that was pretty big at that attack, though. Like, that was a huge resource commit. You see how much it did?
Serious. Yeah, this is another power just to completely kill real fast.
I think if he has a chance for KZN's side, it's gonna dig him out quite a bit.
Yeah, this is actually all of a sudden really bad for DDR Dan.
Oh, yeah, he's accessible! Oh no!
Wait, no, this is. I mean, this won't kill, but it's still very rough.
This is bad. No, this is real bad. There's no way to extend, like, easily to get those blues.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, now it's really awful.
Oh, he's gonna get the purples, though? Wait, what?
It doesn't matter, there's no blue. There's not enough.
Oh, yeah. That was unfortunate. Dan needed, like, 1 more trash piece in that comp, like, or 1 more trash row, I should say. He needed a 4 row to stop that dig. But they didn't get it. That's a shame, because...
The scary part was DDR Dan was almost able to neutralize that, but the Helio was not favorable for him.
They needed 1 more row from that extension. Bro, that's so rough.
What is he doing?
Dan, he's doing something.
No, I'm KZN, who's committing with this harass.
Oh no, Dan's get forced to pop everything and break his chain.
Oh, no, he's got... Oh, he's not. No reds.
reds.
He got 2, and that was literally 1 more needed, though.
Good attack for KZN, though. That was really good.
It was so confusing, too, because, like, he started building in the middle. I was like, is that a Hellfire attack? And it was.
This is really rough for Dan. The big attacks have definitely been the big savior for Dan, but there's been no, like, rebuild to match him, it feels like.
Which I think is weird, because I feel like DDR Dan is at the skill level where he could, theoretically at least, should be able to do it.
Oh, he's having to force so many ones, just putting him behind.
Yeah, and then KZN has the 3 to 4 hour full.
Clear the mind.
Yeah.
KZN is having some difficulty with the purples, though.
Get some reds. There's no reds. There's 1 red.
Literally no reds. Dude, he put down 10 pieces. I counted 10 pieces. And he had only 1 red out of that.
If you're DDR Dan, you take that, though. You need that.
You do
round.
take that, yeah.
Like, that's where you're saying sorry that happened, but like in the back of your mind, like, thank God that happened. You need to tilt them.
Yeah, I remember commenting earlier that like KZN was doing like these unfortunate, like really slow pops for single chains to clean up his build, but like it's DDR Dan is the one doing that now.
It's really weird. I feel like this is not the John for Dan. I feel like Dan's playing a little soft from what I'm used to seeing from him.
Main chain.
It's good. This is good for Dan. Though. Look at this extend.
Yes.
You got Paul.
He is greedy? No, okay, he knew better.
I think it's worth. You get like 2 extra Puyo, a little bit more damage.
Yeah.
If you see it in team, might do it. Okay, so you can activate.
That green is gonna link, is it? No, it's not.
No,
It
it
didn't
doesn't.
link. That's unfortunate.
That purple, you needed that purple to link.
I would have made that exact same mistake.
Oh no.
Just like that, dude. Just like a couple mistakes and like I guess overall slop. It's just like Kazian is just running with this.
Yeah, like even though Dan's playing sloppy, Kazian's playing really good to punishment.
I agree. He's definitely looking much better than he was in Winners Finals.
Yeah, I agree. Big agree. But it's hard to like, even though it's like, oh yeah, Dan's playing sloppy. It's hard to punish Dan even when he's playing sloppy.
Yes,
It's
100%.
not
Yeah, he's playing poorly by his standards, but you know it's still his standards.
Yeah. Oh no, Dan's playing worse and he can still beat 90% of players. You know, like, oh no.
Oh, that's actually kind of an annoying berry.
Oh, look at that. Look at that going to.
Oh, it's got yellows. It's over.
Oh,
Main, there it is.
big. Get committed.
He cannot build fast enough. This is a 7.
There's another thing we've been seeing from Dan though, is like he's just like commits where I don't know if he's just reading it correctly or if he's not checking. But like his commits where like Kato's like, okay, I'll pop full chain because you just got fired.
Still props to KZN for the extra extension. I don't think he needed it, but
It was good.
yeah, it was very nice.
Good job for KZN. That's a double limb on Dan. That is no easy task.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty impressed with KZN. You beat Helio, you know, you take off DDR Dan twice.
Mhm.
Yeah, Steph versus Void was unfortunate, but what can you do sometimes? I'm just so surprised because like Dan has been kind of like on point like the last GTRs.
I mean, I still think he was on point. He still took out Billy along the way to this road. Was there anyone else?
It was mainly just Billy.
Yeah, it was just Billy. Yeah, he lost.
Helio. Yeah, but like I don't know. I feel like we didn't see the best of Dan tonight. I think Dan plays
It happens, yeah, but it does happen. Like you can't. It's very difficult to be this consistent at such a high level for such a demanding game.
Yeah, but it's also it is local time, so maybe Dan tested some stuff we don't know. But I am interested in this run back versus KZN versus in Void.
Yes.
Because let's be honest, the 2-8 wasn't the prettiest. And you got a bit more time to like try out some pokes. It felt like KZN kind of changed up his game plan a little bit after that Void set. So it's also a few more attacks. So I'm wondering if maybe we're gonna see a couple more little punches at Void. We'll see. We shall see. It's really up to Void. As you see, Void's commission.
All right, Void's commission.
He commissioned Paparisi.
Oh my god. Hold on. I am going to run over and grab that.
I'm grabbing it right now from Void's Twitter because you add Zyflair. Because it's by our good old friend in PuyoTet World, Potato.
Oh my god. Yeah, yo, let's go.
That's a tournament playing right there. Go put that bad boy in there. Look at that.
Look at the boy.
I'll be able to see that on stream at some point because you got the Zelda cap, you got the coffee.
But he is coffeeless, so this is a lie.
This could honestly be a pop. What is this? Is Paparisi the name or the species of the squirrel?
Yes.
Is this?
There's enough people who know the Puyo lore. Surely someone has an answer in chat. But as far as I'm aware, yes.
It looks good. It looks pretty good, I have to say.
There it is. Let's go.
Preview. I see. It's okay. I mean,
oh yeah. Before Grand Finals, let's.
You guys can see it. What?
Yeah, so I was saying before Grand Finals, let's shout out some sponsors, shall we?
No.
No.
Okay,
all right. Well, no. All right. Never mind, guys. Just ignore the screen. Let's just sit here in silence.
Collision 2022, not to be confused with New Jersey Collision.
What?
Because that happened last time we talked about Collision. That people thought it was the Smash Event Collision, but no, it's the puzzle one. You got Puyo Champions happening Saturday. You got people like Billy, who's gonna look for his redemption arc, looking to take another Puyo tournament there. Billy also in the swap bracket happening. If you want to see some swap, I don't know how they're gonna stream. I think it's replays, but get some swap action if you haven't seen it. I'm sure Billy will stream their POV. So if you want to see it, go to their Twitch, PuyoGB. And if you want to know when it's going to happen, you can check Twitter at PuyoGB and their Discord, PuyoGB_Discord. You got Tetris Effect coming up too. You got like 26 people there. You know, there's a lot of puzzle games. You even got Dr. Mario there. What more can you ask for?
It's going all week. If you play puzzle games, there is an event for you. Guaranteed.
Yeah. You know, I think Sega's also been helping them out too. You got some raffles there. But we also got Break Tuesday Rumble, the place you're here right now. Oh my god. Bi-weekly, so in 2 weeks from now, the next one will be on the 22nd. If you see this, you want to enter yourself as well. At 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, organized by Zantry by our lovely Koopary, and hosted in PuyoTet World.
Every other Tuesday. Yep.
The main server, if you want some Puyo action or Tetris action, because let me tell you, this is like basically the competitive hub for Western Puyo right now. So if you want more Western Puyo, either as a spectator or as a player, or just someone looking to find some matches for fun, it is a server to be in right now. And then we got the Puyo weekly review. If you're looking to learn, Zyflair hangs out on there. Koopary runs it.
Yes.
I come in there from time to time as well, and we just talk. You know, everyone just talks about builds, like solutions, break stuff down, why things happen, why players make certain decisions. It's pretty great.
Yeah, Koopary reviews all sorts of matches, like viewer matches, top player matches, Japanese matches, anything goes. Like, he is there. He is here to break things down for you. We spend a lot of time exploring a lot of options, a lot of general concepts of how you should play Puyo, or just like ideas of like maybe try this instead, or like and what the pros and cons of each stuff are. Like, it's a lot of like basic fundamental stuff, and also just a lot of fun hype. Like, Koopary makes things fun, even learning fun, and that's a skill that I wish I had. So
my favorite moment during the Puyo weekly review is when I had to
no.
Zy wrong, and he was like, "Soapy, that blue tail doesn't work. There's no Puyo there." And I had to be like, "Look, bring up the pod." And lo and behold, Zy did not put a blue Puyo where it's supposed to be in his like Puyo Nexus sim. I was like, if you do it like this, it works.
leave it to Soapy to make an event promo about himself.
What? No,
What?
I'm just saying you're wrong. I just like being right. That's all I like.
Yes, you always like being right, of course.
You know, 'cause if you're right in Puyo, you win the round.
But
if you guess wrong, then you lose, and no one wants to lose.
then just be right in Puyo.
Exactly. Nope. What can you say?
So as we are bringing out the preview for Grand Finals, I would like to say the conclusion from chat has been Papirisu is a species. There are potentially millions of Papirisus out there.
Well, that's amazing. Can we count this as OC then? Potato
Yes.
to start through. That's true.
Yeah.
Shout out to potato. But I mean, it looks so good. But that Papirisu has coffee, so maybe is Void lying about his coffeelessness?
Maybe he's coffeeless because of the Papirisu.
True, it stole it.
It got taken away.
It buries the coffee like that one scroll that put all of their nuts in like the telephone line.
Oh my goodness.
Whoever saw that video, there's like
Please do not.
of them looking like coming out of the thing. It was so funny. But here we go, Ocean Prince. All right, Void, you won my vote.
He is simping. You can't stop him now.
I always vote for the homies. I gotta be honest. Void's
Ocean
a
Prince
homie.
is not a homie. Ocean Prince is a spoiled brat. And
Void
you know
is
it.
my homie, so
Okay, fair. That's different.
Prince deserves to be a brat. Good. Look at this power 1 and 2. Gonna send back on KZN.
He set up another harass or an alternate on RGTR.
This is a little weird for Void.
Yeah, okay, no, he's just cleaning up. Alright. But his build is now very bulky, so he's just gonna be
Wait.
constructing.
He didn't go blue. He can actually use his chain.
That's
So all these pokes, his 2 pokes just gonna beat him down like he's jabbing.
Someone owes me an apology.
Oh my god.
Satisfied at last.
It's funny because Void's build was looking more and more suspicious every single time he deconstructed, and he was like, okay, well, I'll just commit all the way.
Fair. Void ain't sussy here though. My god. That was clean. Oh, we're gonna get a long guitar?
Yeah, it's kind of. It's basically.
Wait a
Oh, but it's
second.
convertible.
Is that the death? That's something I would see from Yoshi. Void stealing strats. I respect it.
Oh, he's got another one.
Oh yeah. Wow. This is a complete change of pace from Void in set 1 versus KZN, which is a huge danger for KZN. Because that means whatever gameplay changes KZN might have been theorizing have suddenly just gone out the window. Because those are two
man.
completely different rounds. Oh my god.
You know how we talk about how Dieter Dan doesn't always all in anymore? Well, Void has taken the page from that. He's like, okay, well, I will then.
I would now smile.
Oh boy, okay, he got there in time. That's busted, sure,
Wait,
fine.
this is so much better for Void though, because look at how much more he can extend compared to KZN.
Yes.
Wait,
He's using
that's
all
good
6
cover.
gloves. That's still fine though, right? Because he's still... Yeah, he's still fine.
Yeah, man, look how high that is on KZN's build. It's gonna be hard to finish. Void C is gonna all in, so I think he has more, but it's a 6 chain. Wait, there's
It's
only a
power
5.
5? Okay, well then.
Interesting. I feel like Void had time to just keep building, but
He did, but it was kind of a rough situation because his trigger was pretty low. So, like, if he wanted to extend, he would have to commit to some, like, color.
there's no way to actually.
Nope.
Okay, there you go. It's fine. But you gotta be careful. Void's gonna get back here.
The yellows are kind of a pain, though, in this game.
True. I'm not
Like,
sure
what do you do
I'm
about
looking
this?
for.
No.
Nothing. You're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, his Void's like, why, God? There you go. On the board, KZ.
He was forced to wait for yellows, but he got nothing. He got everything except yellow.
So unfortunate, because one of the hindsight moments were like, maybe I should have attacked with the reds, but like you never know it until like it happens.
Yeah, he just wanted some cheese and got literally only a cherry grape salad.
Okay, Kyo, calm down. Alright, but here we go. Round number 4. There's a potential big attack.
Oh
Look
my
at all
God,
the
it was-
damage. Oh,
He
look,
was
get ready.
he knew.
Alright, this is kind of similar to when we saw like Dan try to attack. We're gonna have to see if it pays off for the boy.
There's no purple. There's no purple.
Wow.
That's so messed up.
No purple.
That was almost as bad as the winners finals when KZ got drowned.
Yeah, I guess you know karma.
Karma.
If you're looking at it this way though, already on par with how many rounds he got in winners finals.
Oh Jesus Christ! Yes,
That's
I mean
pretty
yes,
good.
but why would you say that?
You gotta think positive.
True.
And you do pretty well right now, but it's a pretty power-heavy tail.
Is it power heavy or is it actually just a normal chain?
It does purple, blue. Oh no, you're right. It is the normal. Wow, it's actually scary. I think it's all clears.
I think you're right.
Oh, it does.
Oh
That's-
no.
Oh, that's
Power
fast.
8, all clear.
He is gonna make it, but he has a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And power no, it's gonna be another length from the yellows on top of the red.
Yeah, but Void had the power 8, so that's...
Yeah, it's looking rough. Wow, that actually did not even like neutralize. And that's back because the all clears there too, so it's extra rock for the damage.
There it is.
That tamp. Oh no, that was rough. KZN needed to at least like let that send back something, so that way it would at least stall out Void from popping. But because he had to take the damage animation too, Void could just keep going. There's no way to come back from it at that point.
Yeah, his just build was just way more efficient, and KZN just could not build fast enough for it. So like actually, like offset the fact that like normally when you play like a major 8 chain, like your opponent should have enough time to just build and punish you to the point where it doesn't make a difference anymore. But
Look at all those one chains though from
Yeah.
Void. Like they're making it hard. Like there's no good way to extend that trigger for KZN. You have to trigger on attack.
I mean, this is a nice Hellfire, but yeah,
You get so many yellows.
he needs so many. He needs
You need
what?
one?
3 more, 2 more.
You need 2 more. There it is.
He's got
Stage already
it.
ended. Oh, there's a cut though. It does not.
No, the
It's
tail
gonna
works,
be
I think.
fine.
Yeah, the tail's good.
Look at that tail though. It's gonna send so much back. Oh, the 10 chain.
Oh, red, green? Come on.
Not gonna be enough. He actually could have placed it around. He had time, but
It-
he didn't
I
get enough
guess.
damage.
Okay.
Is there ever any doubt?
Ouch. That's looking good for KZN. The direction seems to be on. You have more willingness to attack this time. You may not have like the same like highs in terms of damage output, but it doesn't matter if you kill your opponent.
Absolutely.
Oh, Void? Oh,
Void is committing?
why?
That's interesting.
Because like, KZN was ready that entire time.
It looked yeah, there was no vulnerability. Shane was ready.
Yeah, Void playing a little weird right there, but if you're KZN, you're gonna take that because you still have a reset after this.
Yeah, one hiccup, but you know, it could prove to be fatal for the whole set with how close it's been going.
True. You know, we haven't even seen any Fron style from Void.
It's funny because you talked about it for a while too, and then now he's just building Solon.
I think he's because Solon does more for him than Fron does.
I think so too, though. I definitely think Solon is better for his playstyle.
That's just hard too because
Double
like,
color, yo, let's go. He's going to pop main.
Yeah, he's main, but yeah, Fron's also hard to keep for us because like, there's not a lot of reference material for it. Oh, okay, then touch. It's true.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that was I actually think that was an intentional harass on KZN's part, but he didn't realize that Void was already popping main.
Well, I don't think it's gonna survive. Yeah, like that's still a Moon and Star.
Yeah, even if you neutralize, like Void's already pretty much ready.
I don't think you get lucky. You have to be lucky to ever neutralize.
Yeah, not even close.
Yeah. Like, real quick, hardest part about Fron is that there's no reference material for Western community.
I see.
Like Yoshi and everyone, like more people are building Solon than they are like Fron style.
Don't you just watch Fron play?
Yeah, but that's the issue, right? Like you have to watch one person play.
Okay.
You can't watch multiple people. Like there's no differentiating the decision making.
True.
And that's a huge like problem, right? Because it's a resource thing. And like, you can do that and like look for other players, but it's a lot harder versus let's learn thing that's already coming over to the west that other people know.
I can agree with that. I do think I agree with the premise that like it's easy to learn Solon than it is to say Fron, but like it's not impossible. I just think that.
I'm saying,
okay.
And that is really not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that it's easier because there's more resources doing it. Potentially because there's more resources, right? Why invest so much?
For change? Oh, and the green's cut. Okay. So it's actually a 5 instead.
Enough to pay the end. There's a need of more. I need green to sort of come in. Okay, here we go. Round 5-4. 3 rounds on the table. These for Void, 4 for KZN. We're about halfway over with this set. We're gonna need to see some clutch moments from KZN right now. I feel like Void kind of just started pulling it back and started making less mistakes. Oh, he's gonna attack.
He's doing it. There it is.
Oh, it's gonna be 3, not 2. KZN forced the pop full blast because the entire chain.
I don't think he was trying to cut full, but he accidentally triggered the whole thing.
Yeah, but look at this. It's actually gonna be really good.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no! There's no good way to get it down.
How do you deal with this cute or this trash build?
You just keep poking, hoping it doesn't anything big.
Yeah.
He greens. Oh, that's perfect greens. No!
Oh,
wait,
you covered the yellows. No.
I don't think Void meant to do that. That is a fatal error.
He was actually able to get out of there, but he unfortunately misplaced it.
Yeah, but take those. Gonna be an all clear. Void almost misses it. I guess the 2.
Suffers a little trash. Yep. Both sides even.
This doesn't really do much to either party. I think it's just a little more annoying for Void because he has to deal with like one little awkwardness on the trash. That's about it. Wow, that's a ballsy all in.
He's just taking way too long to rethink about how to build the counter chain.
Yeah. Hey, it's okay though, because like you can still access a chain. Void actually has, I think, the bigger issue because there is an awkward column 3.
He chooses to pop this way. Yeah.
Okay, look at that. It's fine.
Small resource difference, not too big.
Yeah, he's gonna not gonna force out the main chain because he's gonna be able to still dig on it because there's only 1 row of trash. Oh, look at that. He just needs the yellow.
He does have the yellows.
Oh,
wait. Take it back. What?
He wants to access the full chain. Oh my god, he got it. The blue and green he needed.
I cannot believe this. And you get the extra purple power too.
Oh no, there's no way to survive.
Would you have done that in your position in the tournament grand finals match?
What specifically?
Specifically, tried to extend off of that for main.
For Void, yeah.
Yes.
You're dead anyways.
Fair enough.
If you don't. You might as well do a thing that's gonna get you the dub, even if it's like low % odds. No, there's no credit points for, you know, oh, you tried. Right, you only get points if you win.
That's fair.
Yeah. Good tail from Void, it's really efficient. but no real way to defend himself right now. But there, never mind. Could be a 4.
And he can choose to use the blues to cut off from his tail if he wants to for an extra harass.
No, KZN was actually having no defense now. He's close though, like, see how close he was tagging that full chain.
I don't understand how this works.
For KZN, he needed top yellow and then green. He's trying to do down. But there's not enough time to get through to that. He need to get to the purple somehow. And he knows that there's not enough time to clear out, so he's gonna top out. But puts Void on match point, so maybe you should just risk it. Just to see if maybe I could get there. You know?
I mean, would've, could've, should've at this point.
Yeah.
Both of them have very similar builds, like almost literally copying. Okay. Well, let's say, it was like, are they looking at each other? Like, what happened?
I think it's really weird to top out like that, even if you are probably dead to rights.
Yes.
Because I think at a certain point you're just like, well, maybe if it does happen, like the 1% chance it does happen, I win that round the 1%.
Void's tail cuts a little bit because of the purple. No, it doesn't. I'm actually dumb. Yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But KJ was able to respond with full, and it's going to be up to Void to see if he's going to need enough. Actually,
KJ is not going to give him a lot of time because his power's a lot too. Wait, that's even... what?
No.
What?
Wow.
That's insane. Are you...
Aerial block. Dude. Like, there's like nothing here. He's got the double reds coming up, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Oh,
yeah, see, not but just in case, but it's a little too late for this one.
yeah, you're just going to go for it because what else you got?
Yeah, but Void, much better set from KZN first
I
off.
agree.
Like,
Yeah, GG's. KZ definitely played cleaner, but Void just... He had like a couple questionable moments perhaps, but like he just played solid all through.
I think the only real questionable thing I saw was like when he accidentally put his Puyo over his trigger and it could just knock your deck. That was pretty unfortunato.
Yeah.
But I think overall, really good showing from both players.
Good showing for everyone too.
I'm glad that KZN was able to pull back something in its grand. Even though he didn't win, right? Like still 8-5 was a much more improvement, and some of the rounds that he did lose were pretty much like ping pong, right? They were trading chains back and forth. Compared to like first set where it was like Void attack and then KZN died, and then it was like I was much more impressed with the grand finals. It was good. It was really good.
I mean, good showing to KZN for sure, having to go through his bracket through DDR Dan twice as well.
Yeah.
And also had to go through Helio too, on top of that.
Yeah, very solid top 4, you know, Void, KZN, Dan, Helio. You got your 5th place, Koopary and Billy, and Meep Sheep Tony rounding off the top 8. Tony doing really well, 3-2 to get into that top 8.
Absolutely.
Not bad at all. Because Tony has had some struggles from the previous GTRs, but getting top 8 here was very good. It's very respectable. You know, kind of putting some momentum in your favor before the Isha League. But man, that was a good GTR. I'm glad we got to see a lot more new players too. It was very pog.
We definitely got to feature a lot more characters for people for sure. Also, just the fact that like we got to showcase like all sorts of different kind of build styles and play styles on top of that too for this GTR is very nice and a big treat to see.
Yeah, it was good. Like I really enjoyed the Koopary style. Like I don't remember the name, but like it was so different from what we are used to seeing from the other players.
Absolutely. All right. I think it's time for me to sign off. But thanks again for commentating with me, Soapy. It was a blast.
I had fun. I hope everyone else had fun too. It was fun. I enjoyed tormenting Zai and Kyobi. Yeah, so it looks like it's time to call it a night though, because there's no more matches. It's time to go to sleep or stay up. I'm gonna stay up. I'm gonna be honest.
We should stay up and raid somebody, you know?
Elden Ringland. I was gonna just say, do some other stuff, but I guess you don't want to transition. Screw you too, Zai. We're gonna go find someone to raid now, I guess. I don't know who it is. There's no name. It's gonna be a PPT2 streamer. Don't know who it is, but you know, show them some love. We love this game, so we want to support the community.
You know what to say, y'all. But thanks for tuning in. We'll be signing out. Thanks for being with us at Great Tuesday Rumble, the 4th one.
It's gonna be Zengar, Arcanus?
Arcanos.
Yeah, but shouts to everyone. Congrats to Void again. Winner of number 4. Oh, that's us. Wow, look at that guy.
Whoa!